Stand by. The BRN goes worldwide at 6 a.m. Eastern.
Attention, BRN affiliates. Showtime in 90 seconds. Showtime in 60 seconds. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
You don't.
Yeah, with the aquarium gravel cleaner, you do.
What are you, cheap? You're not getting the pump one?
Hold on, you gotta suck the tube yourself?
Yeah, that has a hose.
No, I gotta go to words. No,
sorry, it was desperate times.
No,
I didn't touch it.
You don't even have a mechanical machine that's providing the suction. You have to provide your own suction.
Yeah, it's a long tube, and you're not even getting close to it.
You got that good of suction?
Well, God, you got that good of weirdness. Who wants to suck a tube that's hooked onto their penis?
I don't know. Don't knock it until you try it.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Stand by, love me. I'm getting myself all signed on and everything. And then you got to make sure the volumes are down so that when you maximize the screen or you go to the screen, got a feedback. Willie, I think all mics are on.
Yes.
It's amazing the mic configurations that I have. Like on some days I have 3 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 3 up. That's right now's configuration is 2 up. Mics 1 and 2 up, mic 3 down, mic 4 down, mic 5 up, mic 6 down, 7, 8, and 9 up. So that's my configuration today. If I have Dan and Jay in, or Brian, then 3 goes up, and sometimes 4.
Can we do the daily configuration where we take a picture of your board every day?
No, you can just quit being a dick right now.
All right.
If you could just really, I think you and I's relationship and the flow of the show is really that first cut that you come with me. You know what? That always that first cut that
is
on
the
me.
deepest.
No, it establishes the show. Like if it's a good cut and it's fun, it's funny. It's. I think the show's going to go good. I think the show's really relying upon Seth's first cut on me. And that wasn't a very good cut.
Okay.
Because you were referring back to the Daily Cube and the pyloning and those dark days. I know you, buddy. But see, here's the thing.
I wasn't here during any of that time.
I know, but you know how bad those times were. So, please. So you're kind of, that's a cut there. Can we do your daily configuration? Well, that's going back to the daily cube, which was when I was at my lowest and, not feeling so good about myself, even having suicide thoughts, living in a 31-foot trailer at the studio. I couldn't even live, if I could have maybe lived at the studio, but I couldn't because the landlord said no.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't live in that building. Why not? Go back a trailer in there. So I did that for, 4 months until I could save some money to get an apartment. But those were the daily cubes piloning days, Seth. And that's what you're referring to. And that's very sad for me. It's triggering my sadness.
I'm sorry about that.
What? Maybe, let me start maybe resonating with Seth a little bit is if I turn it around and kind of be like a beta bitch about it. Be like, Seth, I just want to let you know, I know that's a reference back to when I was not doing so good, and having to think of that and your little slight, smart ass little cut on me makes me feel bad about myself. I'm really sad right now.
And just how much it hurts you?
It hurts me. Seth, you hurt me and I'm sad. Hard telling what his comeback would be for that. He'd go, ha ha, like he does with his laugh. If I said, hey, Seth, you hurt me and I'm sad. Yeah, I think he'd laugh just because he don't think he'd ever hear those words out of my mouth. I don't think. Right? You hurt me and I'm sad.
I don't know what to expect any day when I come in here anymore.
And you know what? Here's the thing. I don't want people to think that I'm on you right now. I'm dancing with you, kid. Like we're dancing. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that unbelievable cut. So I'm yearning. My mouth is wide open for a good cut. So I'm just saying.
All right. Well, yeah,
anyway, when they come organically, you can't pre-write these cuts. It's as the show flows, and your little brain's deciphering what we're talking about, and then you see if you can go back to one of your file folders of something that I've done stupidly, and then interject that into the current Double Dutch conversation.
Yeah, normally when we spend 5 minutes about how the first thing I said of the day was so stupid, I'm a little gun shy.
No,
but,
it's
I'll
not
get
stupid.
it back.
Not stupid, buddy. Just like that, the first one determines, I think my whole mindset. Not. Please do. There was no negative connotation towards that. Please.
Right. Yeah.
Lummy, looks like Edmonton won last night.
You're making a comeback.
So there's a game. Weren't they down 3-0?
Yes.
Rhett, are you there, buddy? You Hockey Jones in it this morning with me?
He's Hockey Jones in it in the archives.
Oh, is he? Okay, no problem. Thanks, Macho. Seth, you're probably familiar with this. Lummy, I don't know if you are or not, but weren't...
Yeah, they were down 3-0.
They were down 3-0.
Yeah.
I wonder how many... Statistically, if you look at is it baseball and the NBA... I'm talking about like the finals being based on 7 games. I think Major League Baseball, the World Series is the best of 7. The Stanley Cup is the best of 7. But one of the reasons why hockey playoffs are so brutal is all series are 7, starting with the very first one. Meanwhile, baseball, their early series are 5, aren't they? And I think they only go to 7.
No, I think. It used to have to play the one wild card game. Then they would do a best of 3, right? And then
yes.
then
it was like maybe the ALS would be the best of 5, and then the World Series has always been 7. So it'd be interesting to know, Lummy, through probably
baseball couldn't do all 7 game series though, because the pitching would be wiped out unless they expanded the rosters and gave everybody like 5 more pitchers
or a couple of extra rest days.
I just feel like those guys would get totally blown
So
out.
This happened once in baseball and once in hockey.
Hold on. So there's the NBA, Major League Baseball, and hockey are the 3 big American-based sporting sanctioning bodies that have a 7-game championship series. Like the Super Bowl. Can you imagine the Super Bowl with 7 games?
No, but I tell you what, with Patriots coming back from 24-6 or whatever it was on the Falcons, that's like coming back from 3 games down.
Yeah, you're right.
True.
You know what? You're right. You're right. So, Lummy, there's been how many now in hockey?
1.
1 in hockey. We're talking about teams that have come from being 3 down, 3-0, and have to win 4 in a row to win the 7-game series. It happened once in hockey with who?
Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Detroit Red Wings in 1942.
Woo! 42.
Correct.
What a season!
Yeah, and then what about the other one?
I'm sorry. I was wrong about baseball. It was not the World Series. It was the ALS.
Okay, well, still, it was 3-0. They were down 3-0.
The Boston Red Sox against the Yankees in 2004.
Oh, that was when is that when Boone hit the home run?
Yeah.
And who won that?
The Boston Red Sox.
They were down 3-0, and they came back. That might have been when Johnny Gomes was on the team. No, I think Gomes was on the team like in 2005. Or something. You know, my buddy Johnny Gomes. Remember, he started out, I don't know where he started out at, but he ended up in Tampa Bay. And he was in Tampa Bay, Johnny Gomes, number 31. And he was this big caveman looking.
He was on the Razor that year.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
But I know that he was always like 18 to 25 home run guy, batting about 240. But he was a real good, what they call clubhouse guy.
Yes.
Like he was a really good leader of the club. He was a veteran, so by the time he ended up being clubhouse guy, he'd been with the Rays like 5 or 6 years. So that kind of gives you season status. He was utility. I think he was utility outfield. Was he not?
Yeah, he was kind of played all over. He was with the Rays when they were crappy because the Rays drafted him.
Right.
And
so did he do 2 stints with the Rays?
No, just one. 03 to 08.
All right, so 5 years.
Yes.
So then, what was his stats like his last couple of years? What was his stats on his best year?
Let me look that up.
I know, 'cause I think he hit maybe 30 homers and batted 247 and and so that makes you worth a lot of money.
Well, yeah. Plus, like you said, he was the fighter. He was the guy that was gonna,
Right.
you get hit.
Remember that fight with the Yankees?
Yes.
It was at the place we're going to on Saturday.
Yeah, during spring training.
And I might have been B.J. Upton or something. Slides into second, and the Yankees guy kind of cleats his shin.
Yeah.
Kind of deal, and Johnny Gomes comes running out of the dugout, kind of like George Brett did that one time, and made a beeline and tackled the New York Yankee guy for screwing with B.J. Upton, and then it was just an all-out melee. Remember that?
Yeah, it was a brawl in 07.
But he was the first one out.
And it was the Yankees guy slid into Aki. It was Aki's first year with the Rays, and Johnny Gomes came out of right field.
Right. So anyway, what was Johnny Gomes' best year?
It looks like it was 247.
Yeah, was I not right on that? I said 247.
That's not that great.
No, it's not.
With 20 home runs.
But hold on. 247 isn't that great. But if you factor in a guy who's going to get you 20 home runs, you can deal with the 247. Right?
I mean, in today's game, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, he's 247, but he's good for 20 homies. And what was his RBIs that year, Lummy? With
59.
Yeah, with 60 ribbies. That's a good right fielder if you need him. So Lummy, he ended up having a couple good years. So then I think he went to Boston next.
Cincinnati.
And then he went to Cincy. And then
how are we on Johnny Gomes' career trajectory?
Because he was this clubhouse guy.
Right.
And so for the last 2 teams that he played for, the Red Sox and the Kansas City Royals, the general manager specifically hired him because he got traded at the trade deadline as these teams were making their way to the playoffs. And the guy from the Red Sox, I forget, who I think went on to go to be for the Cubs, he told Johnny, listen, I'm not bringing you in here to be a daily player. I'm not bringing you in here to be designated hitter. I'm bringing you in here. And Boston paid him, because he was a good friend of mine. I talked to him a lot. Boston paid him $5 million, a 2-year, $10 million deal with Boston. 2-year, $10 million. And all his job was, a utility player, Seth, like if somebody's hurt or maybe but he was just ran the clubhouse, kept the younger kids' heads on straight as they were approaching the playoffs and didn't get them, you got to have playoff veteran guys on the team to know the grind of the playoff and to keep everybody's heads going, because the coach can only do so much. He has to have a couple players back there that's dancing with him. The coach can tell a couple of the guys, hey, this is, and then that guy gets the vibe sent out through the locker room because he's a clubhouse guy. And then he went on, I think the last major league team he played for was the Royals, and it's the time. So anyway, he won a World Series with Boston, being the clubhouse guy. And then he went to the Royals and was the clubhouse guy. And the Royals actually won the World Series that year. And then, Lummy, I think he went to the Braves.
He was on the Braves before the Royals.
Okay, yeah.
He was going back and forth between Oakland and Boston.
And I think he won a World Series with the Braves.
Oh, he might have.
I think Johnny Gomes. Let me ask you a lot.
So are you saying you're a clubhouse guy, Bubba, like Johnny Gomes?
Yeah, I'm a clubhouse guy.
He's like a Johnny Gomes.
I'm like a Johnny Gomes. I don't have really good average, but boy, I can hit the hell of the ball occasionally. I'll get you 20 homies.
I'm trying to grasp what clubhouse guy.
He won it. He only won one with Boston. I'm sorry.
Oh, but I thought the Royals won one.
I think he wasn't on the team the year the Royals won.
Did he get cut?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't. Oh, sorry. He did not make the postseason roster.
Oh, now does that guy still get a ring, Seth? Like if you're on the team, you're on the team the entire year.
Normally, that you play a certain amount of games, and you're and at least I know it's that way in hockey. Normally, it's up to the team. The team doesn't.
It was up to because he only played 12 games for the Royals, and the team still gave him a ring.
They did,
but it doesn't technically count that you were on the roster.
You don't technically count that you won a World Series.
So you can tell guys when you're at the bar and they see your 2 rings, you can be like, "Listen, I won one and was gifted one." Right?
Yeah.
I won one, and then I was on the team of a team that won one, but they had me on the inactive roster, so I wasn't, technically didn't play in the World Series, but I was a member of the World Series winning team, something like that.
Correct.
Listen, I want to thank you guys for really, really keeping up with our Twitter. For you Bubba Army out there, man, that is kind of like a really good thing for you to do is just follow us on Twitter. It's at the Bubba Army. Of course, it's x.com. I guess the complete domain would be x.com/the Bubba Army.
Yes.
Make sure you hit subscribe or, follow. I think it's follow on that deal. And you'll get updates when we post stuff. And we post a whole bunch of stuff. We can virtually be your, and I got to think, Lemmy, that most Bubba Army are fans of ours, think like us. Like they are cynical and smart ass. And, I just got to think that most of the Bubba Army emulates us and we all come in different shapes or sizes. It's not like the entire Bubba, like all of the Bubba Army acts like me. No, there's some Bubba Armies that identify with Seth. There's some Bubba Armies that identify with Rhett and Macho and you. In fact, most of the people that are consider themselves Bubba Army, probably would be the last person they would want to be like. But so it gives our Twitter /X kind of gives you a cross section of what we might talk about on the show the next day, or what we find interesting, or what we think potentially, will cause a nice discussion on the air. You know what I'm saying? So that's like our Twitter is almost kind of like a little bit of a prep for our show, because we go through various articles that we tweet from the day before, Lummy, and a lot of those end up being, talking points for our show. So follow us on Twitter, Lummy and Seth and myself. But Lummy and Seth lately have really been kicking ass on the deal. Thank you, guys. You guys have been posting about half of the stuff. I've been getting about half of it, and it really works out nice. Our numbers look great. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
My little lum.
Thank you.
So how did this go yesterday?
It went well.
Did you know that? So and Bella has never bit anybody.
Oh,
ever. Bella, my dog, my 94% pit bull, my 4-time rescued pit bull that me and Merch Crick have. Well, when the Merch Crick's here doing merch, she brings Bella, because Bella loves it here. Bella can go out back. It's better than the stupid ass apartment. It's my place. And a lot of times Bella and Scout, we're a very bring your animal to work friendly kind of place.
They play all the time out there.
Rhett brings Scout, his wiener dog, and Bella and the wiener dog are best. They're quite frankly, they're lesbians. They really are. Like they kiss each other and lick each other, and then they play fight. And then Bella will get a little too rough, and Scout will go over in the corner and kind of ignore her for a little bit. Oh, the Merch Crick tells me they got their own little program, their own little lesbian dog program going on. So there's, and I don't know that Scout's ever been anybody. Scout has got a mouth on her. She will and she will never forget, talking about the two dogs here at the BRN, my pit bull and Rhett's wiener dog. Now, Scout, she is like Lummy. She's got a photographic memory, and if she's met you one time and she didn't like you back then, it doesn't matter if you've worn a different shirt or you've done your hair differently or you're offering her a treat or you're trying to be nice to her. She hates you, and she will bark excessively. Like she just cuts promo.
I don't know why you're trying to bring Scout into this dog attack deal where it broke this Tuttle's skin.
I'm saying
Scout's skin.
Scout's not.
It tries to make her sound like a monster.
Scout's not an attacker.
Yeah.
She's the one that bit. She doesn't bite.
She's the alarm.
Yeah, I'm trying to put her over by saying she just yaps and she lets Bella know. I guess it's maybe the way they're doing it now. But anyway, Bella has never been anybody in her entire life, ever. Like the dog just doesn't have it in her. So, but we've never been like she's never like been like a stranger. Like I've never seen a stranger that she's never seen and is kind of weird and looks like Tuttle. She's never met a person like that out. She's always been with me or the Merch Crick. So when she meets strangers, she's with her mom or dad, and she's I guess not scared. But if we're not around, then I think we found out yesterday what happens. So Merch Crick was upstairs doing her merchandise. She has Bella up there. I don't think Scout's up there. And so it's Bella and Merch Crick. Well, I asked Merch Crick, so I guess Tuttle's in the hallway during one of the breaks, and the Merch Crick can hear Tuttle. I mean, you know how obnoxious Tuttle's. So, Lummy, when we go out and go fishing, are you going to get the brad that Baba said to get the brad? So, the fish are going to really bite on that brad, Lummy. Are you going to get the brad?
Yeah.
So, Erica kind of riles up Bella, because Bella kind of lifts her ear up because Bella knows what everybody sounds like and what, who's supposed to be like. She knows what Seth sounds like. She knows what Rhett sounds like. So that doesn't alarm her. She hears Tuttle talking. Now she's upstairs and, the kitchen's downstairs, but they're in pretty close proximity. You can hear. And Erica goes, "Who's that?" Because she kind of like puts her head up because she hears Tuttle's, And so Merch Crick goes, "Who's that?" Just, kind of playing with her a little bit, right? Yeah. Well, that kind of like gets her at attention. That particular voice tone gets her at attention, right? So So after the show, I wanted Tuttle to get a black Bubba Army, the Brian Matroni.
The polos.
Yeah, the polos that we have. Which, by the way, on the merch. Go to BubbaArmyMerch.com. You can buy one. I wanted Tuttle to have one for Saturday night at the Tarpons game. Well, I don't know that the Merch Crick is actually in engineering printing. We have one printer, really good printer. So if she has to print something from upstairs, usually and it's something long and lengthy, she'll send it down to the Mac Daddy printer down in Engineering, Lummy, which requires her to come downstairs and get it off the printer, okay?
Yes.
So she's like, now I'm pooping. And I see Tuttle at the end of the show. I'm getting ready to go to my chair. Seth's got a million things going on. And I know that Tuttle wants to go fishing, so I know Tuttle needs a new shirt, so I tell Tuttle I'm gonna go poop, go upstairs. You know where the Merch Crick's little merch tower is. She's in there. Just stick your head in there and tell her that Bubba said you need a collared, the Brian Matroni Bubba Army shirt for Saturday. Well, she goes in there. I mean, Tuttle walks up there, and there's Bella. And Merch Crick's not there. And now she's already been riled up that, who is that? So Tuttle went like, hey, Bella. Well, Bella recognized that voice as the voice that her mom just riled her up on, and she took a hack at Tuttle's hand, and Tuttle came running down the stairs saying, she bit me, that dog bit me. I go, what? your dog, I was just going up there to get a shirt, like you said, and your merch crick was not there, and your dog bit me. And I'm like, oh my God, like I can't even fathom. Like your old dog that died, Seth, and then now your new puppy. I guess your new puppy you won't know, but was your old dog a biter or was she nice?
No, she didn't. Yeah.
See, dogs are either biters or they're not.
Yeah, I think Cocker Spaniels are like really ranked among the dogs that bite the most. It's kind of weird, but yeah, we've never had that issue.
I had a Jack Russell that was a biter, and when you get a dog that's a biter, like it's just, I mean, it's just even if you put it in a timeout or try to punish it or something, they just go back to biting. They just love to bite you, like little bastards. So Lummy, Bella, which you know how sweet she is.
Oh, yes.
She bit Tuttle. So then Merch Crick comes running around the corner and said, what happened? What happened? I guess Tuttle looks, well, I went upstairs. Bubba said you were there and you weren't. And I reached to pet Bella. I said, hey, Bella, she was there and she bit me. And I'm not. I said, well, go back up there with Merch Crick, and you know she'll and introduce. Like she won't bite you. You need to pet her so she knows you're a good guy. Oh no, I'm not going back up there. Nope. I just prefer her to bring the shirt down here. I'm not going. So he's definitely scared of Bella because he got bit. Boy, I feel like Bubba Biden hasn't Biden's dog bit like 26 times.
Yeah.
And the Secret Service have to try to keep it like the latest was last week. I didn't even cover the news.
I think they have to keep it on the. I think that he bites the Secret Service, but I don't think they can tell anybody.
Right. That's what I was saying. I think I saw a story last week where 26th Biden dog bite, but Secret Service has to keep it a kayfabe.
Yeah, they go out, have a safe shift, I guess is what they tell each other.
Yeah, I mean, they're not trying to fight the people breaking into the White House. They're trying to fight the dog that lives inside of it.
Right, they would love to take a bullet for Biden than rather getting attacked by his dog one night.
Man, I'd love to save you from an assassin instead of getting my hand chomped off by your German Shepherd.
I feel like the dog should just be in a special part. I mean, I'm not saying treat the dog differently than any other dog, but
don't you send him to family in Delaware? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just saying, like, there should be a dog sitter, and it should be in a special part of the house, and nobody really important should have to worry about the dog.
Yeah, I know, but they let the dog roam around like you would your dog. You don't want your dog just in one little area. You want your dog to be able to roam around and be the nice little house dog that he is. But this son of a bitch just bites. He bites.
Didn't they talk trash about Obama's dog too? I feel like, and Donald Trump didn't have a dog. I feel like it's kind of always the thing to talk trash about the president's animals.
Yeah, I guess if that's the only shot you can take at him, you can go to his.
I would love to see Donald Trump love a dog.
Tuttle.
Hey, what's going on, Lummy?
So Lummy, this is is this on our YouTube channel?
It's unlisted right now, but we can get
Boy,
it up
what
there.
was? I mean, hold on, Kim Jong Tuttle. I mean, he's got a haircut like Kim Jong Un.
Maybe that's what Bella didn't like.
Kim Jong Tuttle. Look, is that not?
He said he was going for something in the show Peaky Blinders.
I don't know, man.
I love a lot of things about Tuttle.
Man, but I don't know. I don't know. Seth, I don't know what he was thinking with this one, buddy.
This is sex trafficking hair. There's no other way to put it.
I don't know. Tuttle, but and the thing about it is he likes it. It's like, oh yeah, man, it's a real switch up. I like it.
Couple people said he looked like that one German guy.
He looks like a couple different. I mean,
in the goat pen by the BRN Lake. Got the trusty cane pole.
Now, and don't forget, he lives in a 55 and up community. They're going to think that he's some like punk rocker, some kind of dude.
Well, they all know him, and I think he looks 5 years younger now. So I think his poontang options are going to explode now that he got the.
Well, it looks like Peaky Blinders is like a 30s type era show.
It's on Netflix. I tried I tried watching it.
Yeah, it's like British gangs, right?
Yeah, and the language, it was so heavy British that the language,
Had to put the subtitles on.
Yeah, and that and like, I think in episode 1 or 2 they actually like take a gun and shoot a horse and kill a horse.
Oh no!
Yeah, like this horse is just being a horse. Like he didn't buck off anybody or like I don't know why maybe it was their rival gang's horse.
Well, it's not a documentary, right?
No, it's not. It's a series. It's not a documentary.
I'm saying the horse is probably okay.
I know, but.
JHM3, $10.
It was really graphic. They shot this horse in the head. I was like, I don't know about that.
What if Harvey shot a horse on Suits?
It's okay though.
I mean, it's different.
Okay.
Different character development. Lummy, I got to tell you, I'm not trying to get too squirreled here, but our pond looks good.
Oh yes.
I mean, Lummy, you should be strutting around. I mean,
it was red and shallow last time I saw it.
Lummy, that's your baby. Like this, from literally the fence, from the goat fence on back that's your world. This entire area is yours. You know that.
Yes.
You take care of it. You take care of the 2 animals on it. You sometimes have to broom away aggressive ducks. If we haven't grown enough grass, which we're trying to grow more grass, you'll supplement the goats' feed with peanut hay and fruits. You just always make sure they have enough to eat because we're really low on the grass right now. We're trying to get a hold of Austin Wolf Fencing to build us up so we can half this entire area. Like put a fence. Here's how I vision it. Let me put a fence right here.
Yep.
Okay. And then put a fence.
A lot of people don't know this. If you fish with a cane pole, you do not need a fishing license.
Oh,
Tuttle knows all the hacks.
Tuttle's been dodging the FWC for years.
He's been having his fish hustle on.
He knows all the loopholes.
He does. So rather than buy a $37 fishing license for the year and be able to rod and reel and any kind of equipment you wanted to bring, tackle, lures, you just can save the $37, but you're regulated to just a cane pole. And like what can you really catch on a cane pole? I mean, if you got a big bass on it, he'd break that pole. Would they not? Can you catch a real aggressive, hard fighting bass on a cane pole?
On a regular cane pole, no.
No.
What about up for the snatch me a marlin with a cane pole?
No,
you're not
going to snatch. You're not going to snatch the marlin. The marlin's going to rip that cane pole.
I'll jump on the marlin.
Yeah, there you go. Now you know.
So you saw my first fence suggestion,
Correct.
right?
So today's bait we are using is a ball of cheese here.
And
I'm going to get it out a little bit further this time.
Yeah, because I was going to say there's a lot of small ones at the.
So let me again.
What a duo!
Like we do a fence from here.
Yep.
To here.
Okay.
Yeah, like these two dudes. I mean,
I saw them, Bubba, as I was leaving yesterday, and I just was like, look at these. Like they weren't filming it. I was like, look at these two guys.
All right, there's Cuddle with the cast.
Did you just call him Cuddle?
Yeah.
Let me
heavy tongue.
Heavy tongue.
Will you be honest?
Yes.
Were you a little bit drunk?
No.
Lummy, I don't have a problem.
I know,
with
but
you being drunk.
how many times have I been honest? I wasn't.
Yeah,
I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to drink in front of Tuttle.
You're never honest. What are
you talking about? I say I'm always drunk.
No, I
didn't want to drink in front of Tuttle. He got Tuttle.
Oh, that's right, the sober gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody knows you're drinking when you put it. You don't ever drink. You always drink with the Gatorade thing.
I didn't have the Gatorade thing.
I'm just saying. So when an alcoholic looks at your Gatorade bottle, they don't think of anything other than Gatorade.
But that's why I didn't have a Gatorade. And Tuttle asked me a couple times for take a sip.
Oh.
Oh. He wanted a sip of your Gatorade?
Well, next time,
I didn't have the Gatorade.
Okay.
The next time you do anything with Tuttle, I'd like for you to be fully Gatorated.
Okay.
And then bring him some alternative, non-alcoholic things.
I will.
Like how about some of that new what is it?
Cannabeto.
Cannabeto.
Dude, but
I gotta get with that guy and get a little bit more going on. But Lummy, we're gonna start endorsing his canned water.
Okay.
And it's I have a couple.
Bubba, it's pure water. And Tuttle was asking if there was any alcohol in it yesterday. Like he's that sure that he doesn't want to have alcohol.
Yeah.
But I will say this.
You're right. Like he's very adamant about staying sober.
I know you're thinking that Tuttle's out there and he's scratching and he's feeding for alcohol, but Colton took care of Tuttle yesterday. Tuttle had everything he needed to have his mind right.
And that is so. And for all you alcoholics out there, let me just tell you. If you switch, listen, the 800-pound elephant is this, and I'm just going to be honest with you. If you switch from alcohol to weed, your life will be so much better, and you will feel better, and you know what? You're not going to die from cirrhosis of the liver.
Vegas Bubba Army, $100.
Oh my God.
Super chat.
Vegas Bubba Army 100 on the super.
Yeah.
Man, our supers have been huge lately. Thank you so much. That's how the super is the currency through YouTube.
Let's keep it huge. Good times have been tough since Orlando kicked us off the air, guys. Help us out. Times are tough.
Seth just has this massive blurt out.
I need to.
just like, we just lost an affiliate. I'm scared. I'm scared for my paycheck.
It only costs $2,987 to keep the BRN up for one day. So just a $300 payment every week can help us stay afloat.
That's right. For only $5 a day. And we don't want to charge them $5.
No, I know. I'm not.
I'm trying to think like, okay, so the number is 2,400, right?
Yes.
Well, that's based on 52 weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's is it $46 a week? 46 times 4. Yeah, it's about $200 a month. It's like being Bubba Army royalty, getting the ring, getting invited to the celebration, being now officially like that upper echelon fan, that the regular fan looks at as like, oh man, they're Bubba Army, like they're royalty. They got the ring and everything. Wow. That's that person and just know that if it wasn't for you, the show wouldn't be on the air. And others probably appreciate that when they see a Bubba Army royalty member. They're like, listen, if they weren't shelling out the money, Bubba wouldn't be on the air and I wouldn't get a chance to enjoy Bubba anymore. Thank you. So please give if you can.
Yes.
Be Bubba Army royalty.
And smoke weed if you're an alcoholic.
Yeah, and listen, if you're an alcoholic, switch over to weed. Look at Tuttle. It's a prime example. Look how much more manageable and nice and coherent. And
look at how his life's taken off. Look at where he is fishing in some sort of man-made retention pond for oddly made fish.
We could find that. Lummy, if you could find me that picture that I use as a reference point. I'm going to go to Word so I'm not so late here. I'll pick it back up with the Tuttle fishing. But Lummy, can you find me? I know there's a still shot. There might even be a video of Tuttle at his lowest alcoholic point. And that would have been when he passed, he black out. You know, when you get so drunk, you black out. Like you completely black out.
Yeah.
Like you're barely alive. Like your heart is keeping but you're so drunk that you might be under like anesthesia. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even feel people poking on you or touching you because you're just that blackout drunk. Well, one time, maybe a whole bunch of times, but one time that we documented, Tuttle got blackout drunk. This was like at 1 in the afternoon, wasn't it, Lummy?
Yes.
He was blackout drunk. I seem to think
here.
Yeah, and he was passed out on the couch. In the green room, which is now the weight room, but the
leg area.
He was passed out near the leg area on this white couch, and it's Lummy when we first got these Falcon airsoft guns, and we took his shirt off. Now we don't have that anymore. I think we got rid of it.
Yeah, we did. Because I just want to look it up the other day,
and you know why we got rid of it? Because I thought he was going to sue me.
Yes.
I'm really for real. It was so bad. I thought he was going to sue me. But picture this, Seth. Picture your entire body, because we stripped him down to his underwear, and we shot him with airsoft so that his entire body. And then once we got done with the front limb, you remember we turned him over so we could get his back.
Yeah, it was bad.
And picture this.
This sounds really sad.
Your entire, and I feel. You know what? I am so sorry.
Well, don't let my feelings on it change
I know, man, I was a monster back then. I am so sorry to all the people that I've wronged. So sorry.
I mean, yeah.
Just different time and different era at the time, and you know what? Different mindset on radio.
It was shoot your friends era.
No, but it was a shocking era. It was era. We were having girls, urinate in coffee cans, for the ASMR effect. That is, and think about this. We were way ahead of AS. You know how this ASMR deal is just like real popular? We were doing girls squatting over and urinating in 10 coffee cans for an ASMR deal, like back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So let me go to words. We'll see. I guess we can't refer back to the pep, and so his entire body, Seth, was covered in like pepperonis, like little pepperonis.
Oh my
I
goodness.
sent you that. I mean, that's if you look at his face.
Yeah,
that
hold
was
on.
us in Tallahassee.
This is,
me and
Let me
Colton and him.
let me just show you. Yeah, this is
slowing down on the
you gotta go to
backstretch.
9:13.
You know what Tuttle and I are fighting?
9:13.
Since we're
Yeah,
fighting,
that's a
Tuttle's
kind of
trying to
after
get
party.
down.
Wait,
Talking about, are you jealous? Are you jealous? Are you jealous?
wait. What's happening?
No, you
Yeah.
guys.
We're in
enjoy.
Tallahassee.
But we don't need to go through
If you
that.
guys
Through
do
them
it
holding
right
hands
now,
down
you
the
guys are
street?
Yeah,
We're
it's-
skipping that?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
In honor of Pride Month.
all right. So let me just show you. I'm gonna.
God.
That's Tuttle at his worst, and this is Tuttle at his best. Look at that. I mean, look, just look at the differences. I mean,
Kim
just-
Jong Tuttle.
Yeah, I mean, we got Kim Jong Tuttle, or we got resting bitch face Tuttle, right? I mean, you want to see alcohol, weed. Oh man, alcohol, weed.
I'm sold, man.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, like,
Forget the Dare program. We got the Tuttle slideshow.
Exactly. The high schools need to hire us to come in. Hey, we'll make for $3,500. We'll do a presentation for all your kids as to why alcohol is bad and drunk driving and Dare and Mothers Against Drunk Driving and all that. Just get high.
That's right.
Just get high, man. You know what? Get high and stay home. I mean, you can't get in any trouble then.
I mean, that just should be a good look for Amendment 3.
Get high and stay home. Because sometimes when you get high and you're out and about, you could maybe get into some stuff, but because you're so desensitized and you're being super cool that people might actually take advantage of you because you're super cool. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like if you're high, if you're super high, and a guy's like, "Hey man, let me borrow your car just to go around the street real fast. I gotta go get some. I gotta go pick up some Gatorade at the convenience store." And like, let's say your apartment was right here where the studio are, and he has to go just to 7-Eleven. So you're like, "Oh yeah." If you're high, you're like, "Oh yeah, buddy, sure. Like take my car. Like be careful with it. Get you some Gatorade here. Here's $5. Buy me a couple Gatorades if you want. I'm thirsty. I'm real high. I got dry mouth." And if you're high, you maybe let that guy take that. And he ends up, carjacking your car. So you could get taken advantage of if you're out and about in public being really, really high. But if you're at home, you're just having a good time. Maybe have some friends over. Right, Lummy?
Yeah, Jason Lindquist, $10 super chat.
Again, drunk, high. We'll play both videos next.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge show will be back after this.
Just get that clip to Ashley, and she can just have it on loop at your birthday party.
Yeah, and I'll flip it up to the. There's a
Projected, yeah.
There's a part that we're cuddling in the same bed.
What? For a bit, or just?
No, Tuttle decided he wanted to lay with me. Hey, like
Dude, there's some things that
I didn't tape it. I was laying there.
Yeah, but you were.
And Tuttle.
Were you doing it as a friend or for the show?
What?
The gay stuff with him.
Oh.
The holding hands, the same
holding
bed
hands
stuff.
was for the show.
Okay.
But the bed thing was Tuttle just wanting to come in and lay down.
Oh my god.
And Colton was being creepy, like kind of creepy. And then he came out, and I'm like, all right.
Man, I don't know. I don't want to know about the past.
Tuttle likes to lay in the bed.
I don't want to even know what Tuttle. I like Tuttle. I just don't want to know what he's into.
So I had to lock the door when he left me for that short time.
Oh man. Yeah, Bubba's not open to any suggestions, but I do think you should bring Tuttle out a food review. What's up, Heather? Great job yesterday. I have not, Snizzook. It seems, sounds like it's something for smart people. I don't don't think holding hands with another man is necessarily gay, but the way that they were swinging their arms just had led me to have some questions. What's up, Grouper Lips? I love the gays, okay? I'm in St. Pete, guys. There's a lot of theys, thems in St. Pete. You gotta be on your toes, man. Oh, Heather, you made it just fine. Smells delightful over here. What's up, Berto? What's up, Bright Farm? I haven't talked to you in a while, man. I didn't know olive oil was hair care, Iggy. I really didn't. Colton hasn't told me that. No, I know I know the stuff Bubba used to do back in the day. Cuddle investigates. What's up, Timothy? Danny, I'm glad one person knows women's. I'll never stop saying it. What's up, Storage Shed? Guys, just so you guys know...
I am delivered.
Right at 10? See, there you go.
I'm not gay no more. I love women's.
Man, that's one of my favorite drop of all time. Thank you, Stumpy. What's up, Glowbug? Bubba's my god. Oh yeah, Jerkism. That's what I was gonna say. I released Pigmentation last night, so that's the pod for today. So, 10 o'clock, it's there for you guys. It's like, fuck it, man. I got the podcast, man. Let's just get it out there. Why hold on to it? And if anybody feels like catching up on podcasts, we want to go listen to, 500, 600 of them, check it out. I could use a bump on the numbers this month. I'm not going to lie. Thank you, Nick. I mean, I feel like it's weird because it's the summer right now. So listening's down a little bit, but I think there's a lot of good fucking content up. Hey, Blase, how about coming in at 9 o'clock tomorrow?
I see the one man posse.
How about coming on the show at 9 tomorrow, Blase?
Want to hear all the times Hulk Hogan or Tucker Carlson called in? I like that idea. We have it all for you on BubbaArmyHQ.com. Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Is there an after show today? No after show today.
Pigmentation's out.
Oh, Pigmentation drops, or has it dropped?
It's
No. Have you dropped it and released it?
I released it early last night, but it's the podcast for today.
Oh.
I didn't really promote. I think I tweeted about it, but man,
I don't think you sent it to me, did you?
I didn't because I didn't want to. I wanted to promote it today because it's today's podcast. So I know people are like, "What's the after show?" And it's like the podcast is kind of the halfway after show. So
okay.
I didn't want to. Blizzo my Lizzo last night. So that's why I didn't send it to you guys. But I'll send it for today.
But you're really stacking up on the podcasting deal. I know you tape the women or the girls or whatever of the BRN or Bubba Army.
Yeah.
I know you taped that yesterday, and I was told that it went. Well, quite frankly, I was listening to a little bit
I know.
of it. And I know. I had to blow a couple texts into old girl, telling her to pipe it right on down to 0. It's like, you know what? You're talking too much. Shh.
Oh, I thought she was very insightful yesterday.
T-shirt World 25.
Well, she would have kept a yapping too. You had her all lathered up on several different deals that I was trying to I texted her. I'd be like, stop, enough.
Well, we learned a lot about her yesterday. We learned a lot about her tenacity. We learned about, I didn't even know that she proposed to you. So, that's in there. But yeah, I got that podcast, Bubba. I got a podcast that I did with
God forbid I have some type of privacy in my life.
Well, it wasn't on the prep sheet, so I kind of sprung it on her. And she did a good job. And we got some great insight into Lum Lum yesterday and Maria Guatemala, how she got into the show, how she makes all the boys horny in the morning with her peach emoji. And then obviously we talked about Heather Wiz, her fandom, moving to Florida and everything. And just kind of what a family the Bubba Army women are, and especially those 4. So
yeah,
I thought it was great. It was like people were getting on me because I tweeted that it was better than I thought it was going to be. And
I got to tell you, I agree with you. Just listening to, I know you have some edits to make, not that many, but you're probably going to build a front end to it, a back end to it. Like I know you got a couple things to do to it, but I thought it was some great information, some very insightful information from a different perspective of the show that most people aren't familiar with.
Yes.
My girl, Gloria Zach.
25 on the Cash App.
Her mom, Sue, is Janie Cakes' best friend and shuffleboard partner.
Glowbug?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's Glowbug on.
Oh, is it Glowbug?
That's her name.
Was that Sue? You mean Sue has an account or Gloria?
Gloria's name in YouTube is Glowbug.
Oh, okay. Gloria, does your mom, does she listen to the show or watch the show on Facebook or anything like that? Does Sue, does Sue, Gloria, does Sue and Greg, do they listen to the show? I mean, I know it's your favorite show. Like Gloria has to get the whole entire family, like her husband.
Bubba, what do you want to bring the cash cube to your mom's community now?
That's a good idea. Maybe one of her shuffleboard games.
No, I'd be so no. You know why, Seth? You know why? Because a guy
kick her out.
Well, no, a guy would get in there. They're so fragile out there, Seth. You have to understand.
Take a lick.
Say a guy gets in the cash cube and it blows him over because there's a lot of air in there. And he pie faces and break dies from head trauma.
Have Lummy hold up the ones that aren't as sturdy.
I'm just saying.
Gloria said her mom does listen on Facebook.
For real.
That's what she said.
Wow. Hi, Sue. So anyway, Lummy, here's the deal. I don't know, Seth, if they can get him in there with their walkers.
Maybe why don't we do a sit down version, Bubba, where they just stay in their chair?
Well, we do have. I mean, with our cash cube, which once we get it running again, we need to probably figure. Should we make another? You know how the other one red section says "spin again," and on the prize wheel, and then the other red section is an actual cash cube, right? Should we make the spin again one, the red one, a hand grab? You know how they have those things that you can put just your hands in there?
Yeah, we can
do that. 15-second, like a cat.
Like do it from the outside.
Yeah. Call it, a cash cube hand grab. Or cash cube outside. And I was thinking about this, Lemmy, bumping up the inside one. If you make it to the inside cash cube, it's 30 seconds.
Oh, that's a lot.
But I know. But if it's just a hand grab, it's only 15.
Sunny Days, $200 on the super chat.
Damn. Sunny Days.
Business must be booming for Sunny Days.
Business is booming for everybody, buddy. Today's been a great day. Maybe just, maybe no guest. Maybe just us.
Oh, Brian, what do you think? Do you think this money wouldn't be coming in if Brian was here? Because he's our money maker.
No,
you said it.
What I'm thinking is no Brian, no Dan, no Jay, no, just us.
Forever?
I feel like
I mean, it doesn't really change. It doesn't really change your payroll or anything.
I feel like we're dating in the 80s, Seth. It's just us forever. So, but maybe the magic combination, because we're getting a ton of money so far today, is the
Well, there's no rich people in here too, Bubba. That could be.
No, but it's just me. the lineup being Bubba, Lummy, Seth, Rat, Macho. That lineup. Maybe that's the one they like the most. Maybe that's a different dynamic. I don't know. Maybe we all get a little bit more real estate in, and the other person's not chiming in, and they really love us, not the added members that we put in temporarily.
Or maybe people are just getting a big fat paycheck tomorrow, and they're clearing out their account right now because they don't need the money that they have in there. God bless those rich people.
Maybe there's some money laundering going on. I don't know. So anyway,
we'll clean your money if you want to launder it. I mean, we can figure it out.
So. Tuttle put up a video yesterday. I asked him because he's an avid fisherman. He even knows how to not to not pay, get a fishing license in the state of Florida. You just tell them that you are only fishing with a cane pole, and at that point you don't have a license. So he's an established fisherman. At one time, part of Tuttle's life was he would go out fishing all day and then go back to the fish market or back to the campgrounds and sell his fresh fish.
Yes, smart.
Like a grouper would go for like what, $6 or something.
I think that was a snapper. I think he was getting double digits on the grouper.
How big's a grouper? 10 pound?
Yeah,
25 pound,
10 pounds.
Like, what's a big grouper that will feed?
We got grouper out there in the lake.
Yeah.
No, but like, what's a big grouper that will, you would feed your family? Like, you could get a lot of meat out of.
I mean,
like a 15 pound, 20 pounder.
Well, no, catching it off his seawall, he was probably getting like a 5-6 pounder, which your yield you'd get about a 1-2 pound fillet, which would feed about 4 people.
All right, so at that point, what are you charging for that fish? Right on talk about the freshest wholesale way to buy a fish is from a guy who goes out into a boat and literally catches a fish, and you buy it on the dock that fish has only been dead like 3 or 4 hours max.
If it is dead.
It's not, think about most of the fish that you eat have been caught, maybe not even close to here, bought from a huge fish conglomerate, flash frozen, sent to a warehouse like in Denver, and then sent to another warehouse like Cheney Brothers or what's that big one? Cheney Brothers, Cisco, into a big freezer there, and then onto a freezer truck, and then to your store.
Wow.
What do you say, Slummy? That fish that you're eating at a place that gets their fish at Cisco, would you say that fish might be a month old?
Well, technically, yeah.
A month old.
Yeah.
So you recommend getting your fish out of a man-made retention pond?
No, what I'm saying is, man, if you could ever go to like a fish market where they literally have fishermen. There's fish.
Like in Seattle?
I don't want to get down. I don't really, honestly, don't think you want to get down this rabbit hole. But to be honest, you really don't know how old that fresh fish is. And technically, if you want to go the frozen route, you know that fish was filleted frozen almost that same day.
I understand that, Lummy. But here's the deal: for the places like Frank Chevis and the few places that they have their own fishing deal, the quality is just unmeasurable.
Oh, yeah, of course.
With regards to the taste.
Yeah, just like
if you go to a real reputable place like Island Way or Salt Rock that has their own fishing fleet. You're probably the price of everything being a little more expensive probably is factored in the fact that they have to have their own fish. Their gimmick is to have fresh fish, right?
Yes. Yeah, that makes a big difference. I've been saying with Tuttle's thing. Him just catching it right off his dock was.
You're only going to catch so much. Yeah. You're only going to get a certain type of fish. You got to go out deep to get some of the real good stuff, don't you?
Oh yeah, of course.
And by the BRN Lake. Got the trusty cane pole.
There's the lake.
A lot of people don't know this. If you fish with a cane pole, you do not need a fishing license.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Now you know.
Yeah.
Look. This guy's high, and look, he can communicate. He can explain. He can.
Well, I'm not vouching for like he's the he turned into the smartest man in the world.
No, I'm not. But but what I'm talking about is when he has two vices.
You got Ken Jennings over here now.
When he has two vices.
Yes.
In life, one was alcohol, and then now he's substituted alcohol with weed, and we just saw an excerpt of how Tuttle acts on weed. Now here's Tuttle. We have both. Here's Tuttle on alcohol.
Alcohol pills.
No, I'm good. That's what you always say whenever you're not good.
Oh, Mom. Oh,
you know that? No, I'm good.
See, alcohol? Lummy, the only difference between these two scenarios is what Tuttle is partying on. Here, he's partying on weed. And here he's partying on alcohol.
Yeah.
What guy do you want to be in life, right?
Why'd you try to steal something?
And let me tell you this. I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to show Tuttle at his worst moment and make him look bad. I'm trying to celebrate his sobriety and celebrate his like he has done it. He's even so adamant about the effects of alcohol and what it does to his body that when we handed him one of our new Canabeta, our new water, our new bottle, our new canned water. Which I got to start learning all that stuff because I'm gonna start doing business with the guy.
Awesome.
But like when we handed Lummy one of the aqua alkaline Canabeta slender cans of canned water, which we have tons of. And when we handed it Tuttle, when he wanted some water and we handed him some of our new canned water, he was even like skeptical that it might have alcohol in it.
Nicky PO'd $100 in the Venmo.
Was he not, Seth? He was like, "Are you sure? This looks like something that might have alcohol."
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
yeah. He doesn't want to mess with it at all.
We're like, "No, Tuttle, it's just our new water." So he's really. I'm not trying to make him look stupid here when I play the alcohol portion of when Tuttle was an alcoholic compared to him just being a little bit of a stoner. But I'm celebrating because he has came a long way. Quitting alcohol cold turkey like that and staying off of it is hard. It's hard. And he has done a great job. He's got himself in shape. He's really, really, he has a full-time, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's got a full-time, like, really high-paying job with benefits.
Yes.
That like he's like a regional manager of some kind of deal, and where the point where he can take, a couple days off here and there in the middle of the week and come over and do stuff for us. Like he's got a real job.
Which is nice.
You got a real job when they provide you with insurance. That's why none of your guys' jobs here are real. Lummy, back when we were rolling hard, I used to provide insurance for the employees.
You sure did.
But it was like, back then it was like $8,000 a month.
Thanks, Tom.
I'm good. I know you're good. I'm saying, why are you trying to steal something out of that guy's car? The Lyft or Uber driver?
No, we're good.
No, I know we're good. I'm saying you tried to steal something out of the Uber driver's car, remember? Pat?
No, we're good.
Is that what?
You know what? We're good.
What happened? Is that what you keep saying? That we're good? Pat?
No,
We're
good. I don't love anybody.
You guys don't understand. He just keeps saying the same thing. Pat, what's going on?
We're good.
What?
We're good. We're good.
We're good on what?
We're good.
With what, Pat?
We're good. With what? We're good.
Were they in Tallahassee to bang Colton's sister?
No.
Okay.
We're good.
What?
Oh, they're staying in a hotel room, aren't they, Lummy?
No, we're in Colton's sister's apartment.
Oh, okay.
We're all staying there because our roommates weren't there.
We're good.
Naughty boys.
On what?
Was it comfortable?
Yeah. It was all furnished.
We don't need any more.
We're
good.
We're good on what?
And Colton's working them. Like Colton.
Well, I think Colton really wants to know the answer.
Yeah, well, I really do. I think you're right. I think Colton's the one guy that's actually riveted on what the answer is going to be here.
We're good.
I think Colton takes it personally that he can't get an answer on the deal, right?
Tuttle, are you okay?
No, we're good.
No, Tuttle, are you okay? Tuttle, are you okay?
Tuttle kind of has when he puts his lip up like that. He kind of looks like Popeye when Popeye's smoking his pipe up.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm asking if you're okay.
We're good.
No, Tuttle, I'm asking about you.
We're good.
Are you okay?
Yes.
You're walking like
We're
sideways.
good.
Look at now. Tuttle,
Oh my!
Now see, Tuttle has these tics. These alcohol would cause him to get like disformed hands, like where his hands would like lock up, lock into a certain position when he got so drunk. He always has like this little pinky like
out.
this tea coddler here. You know how the real fancy bitches, they always have their little pinkies up when they're drinking their tea. This is his tea finger. Back in the day when he would get so drunk, he'd get like tea fingered up. His joints would lock up. Look.
We're good.
Okay, just give me a review of how Tallahassee was.
We're good. Tell Addison is perfect.
Okay, give me a review of how you feel.
No. We're good.
Huh?
I'm not laughing at Tuttle.
This would be way worse if he wasn't where he is now.
Right. Like, I wouldn't be doing this if Tuttle wasn't killing it right now. Like, if I didn't have a good side to this story, I wouldn't be doing this.
I didn't know it was this bad.
It's really burying a guy. But it's not burying a guy if the guy has completely turned the corner on that and has got his act together and is looking better, doing better, feeling better than he's ever felt before. He's got. I was talking to Tuttle privately, and he was like, he's got, like a significant amount of cash, or a significant amount of savings.
Are you trying to get him to invest in the BRN or something?
No, not at all. I told him to do? Go to a Truist. They'll give you 5% on your money all day. You can that's what my mom does. So that's what I did. I told him
the secret to wealth.
I said, go to, if you're just, you're not going to be. You know what? If he's worked so hard and he's saved like $350 a month for quite a while now, he's got a pretty big number. And, he could, if he's not going to touch that number, which he's not because, he's still got he doesn't need that savings.
His house is paid off. The house is
paid off. He could go and, put that savings into just a really, really conservative, either like Roth IRA or just a simple 5% APR Truist CD and just keep rolling that over. Tuttle is the best we've ever seen him since he's been part of our program. Because when we first got with Tuttle 18 times ago, Lummy, he was effed up back then, remember?
Yes. He was bad.
We're good.
Is that all you can say?
Yes.
Is what?
We're good.
Are you drunk?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm pretty freaking drunk.
Trying to get that. He said the F word. See, no.
Oh, Colton burying his poor friend here.
Can you see
with the zoom down Willie?
Seth, can you see the locked in fingers that he gets?
Well, also
he gets the pinky toddler out. Like he gets the pinky. He gets the T pinky. We'll call that the T pinky. Okay.
T pinky.
He gets the T pinky, and then this over here, he gets like this locked in thumb with these things kind of out. And it doesn't it's locked in, Lummy, like he doesn't move it around.
No.
So Tuttle, listen, please don't be mad at me because when we come back, we're going to show
the good side.
Today's Tuttle.
Yeah.
And today's Tuttle, it's just, you know what? I think maybe potentially you, the listeners and the people that are watching us and just, everybody that will potentially watch this later. I think that you're going to have a sense of pride for Tuttle. Like, I'm happy for Tuttle. He's come a long way. And, like he's finally, not an alcoholic. He's sober, got a great job, looks good, lost weight.
I know not
got a great job.
I know not a lot of people are a fan of Tuttle on air, but I think, I know you've always had an affinity for Tuttle. I've had issues with him, but I'm very cool with him now, and I just think that a big part of it is us seeing him, make that transformation and wanting him to succeed now in this role because how much he loves radio.
Yeah,
and he's not in a position where he has to make a career out of it, so it's much easier for him.
He could never work in corporate radio. Like he's been through all of the. He's just like me. Like, I had to invent my own space and but I'm not going to work for any major station in this town. Just like Tuttle. Tuttle's burned all his bridges as well. But I can see why I like Tuttle so much and why I've brought him back so much is very much this, is that he knows how to work. He does. He knows how to work. And a lot of people may not understand what I'm saying. And all of my staff will, and most Bubba Army will, when I say that Tuttle is a showman. He knows how to work. We all know how to work. We all can, this whole show in itself is is a show about inner drama and inner transparency and just, but it's at the end of the day, we love each other. We're not mad at each other, but we do work a little bit. We dance together a little bit. Some people don't know how to do that. We do. Tuttle knows how to work.
He does.
He knows how to work. And so I always bring him back because he's actually quite rare in the industry. Most people don't know how to work. Most people have the radio enthusiastic delivery and showmanship of Will Kuntz. That's what most people's energy level and knowing how to work and swerve and create drama and turmoil is that what I said. And I'm not even going to repeat the name, but it's just like the worst, like just some guy in a microphone. That's it.
Well, you're giving him more shine than Cox did. They wouldn't put his name on the show.
Yeah. Or you get a guy like Tuttle, who's established, been on some of the largest shows in Tampa, been on some of the largest shows in Orlando, started with Ron and Ron. He's a hot mess. He's always got some kind of craziness that he's involved in.
He's hit rock bottom already.
He's hit rock bottom. Now, you know what? Corporate America doesn't go back and hire that guy because he's got his act together, because fundamentally he knows how to work. But Bubba the Love Sponge does. Bubba the Love Sponge hires that guy.
Yeah, you might not make it back to WWE, baby, but TNA is right here for you.
That's right. We're like the island of misfits. Remember during Rudolph when all the defective toys that the elves made a mistake on? They put them on an island. They had to live that's where we are. We're the best ass kicking toys on the Toys of Misfit Island. So when I come back, today's Tuttle, we'll simply call it that.
There we go.
And he's an established fisherman, and I wanted to see how fast he could catch a fish on a cane pole in my pond.
With cheese.
I'll do that next.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
But now all I can think of is Kim when I see him.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Kim Jong Tuttle.
I think Tuttle just needs it faded in. I think a little bit. I think even Kim Jong Un has a little fade.
He went almost Edward Scissorhands on this. He almost went Edward Scissorhands, didn't he?
Yeah.
Kim Jong Il does have a little fade.
He has a little fade in the back, right? Yeah. Tuttle's got it mopped around the whole head.
It might become a phase. Go get the Kim Jong.
Kim Jong Tuttle.
No,
that's his name.
Thursday. Dr. Dan is not on Thursdays. What's up, Gary? No. Okay, Dub. That was never said. Fuzzy Bob's just making things up. What do you say there, Fuzzy Bob? Cooper Lips. Took Nick the guy down. See you Friday or Saturday, Nick the guy. If it's already there, we'll work on it. Buzzy, do you still have your bucket from your truck?
What's that? You talking to me?
No, sorry, but I was talking with Chad. What are you talking about, Kicks? Looking forward to it, Nick. What's up, Mitch? Morning, Tom Guru's wife.
I mean, Bubba, you didn't really put Nikki Peel and his $100 over.
Nobody told me about it.
No, Lummy did.
Yep.
We'll fucking come back with it strong.
I'm just saying, you didn't do like a hot wife, oh my god.
I didn't know. Lummy didn't say it.
Hot wife, oh my god. Nikki Peel.
When did he say it?
It's on Venmo. Seth can't see it.
All right, I'll come back with a heavy put over.
What do you mean Seth can't see? I heard you say it. I'm backing you up.
Because he said I wasn't saying that. I'm saying
yeah,
I got it.
Guys, look, 8 months.
I got it, Seth.
Nikki Peel's wife is so hot. Oh my god. You're funny, Sponjo.
Lummy, I gotta come back with the fucking Nikki Peel put over, okay?
Nikki Peel.
I just must have been in my own zone and didn't hear it. So sorry.
Nikki Peel, $100.
Sunny days, 200. I mean, this has been
sunny days.
Las Vegas,
We're halfway to 1,000. Let's set a goal every day, even a modest one.
Goal. T-shirt, Will, 25.
You're listening to the man that is best friends with Deion Sanders, Tony Stewart, and not Hulk Hogan. Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show on your Thursday, June 20th. Last night, Tyler was, of course, I wish I had a better relationship with him where I was speaking with him on the phone every night or texting him. He's on this big thing called the Summer Nationals Hells Tour. He's driving his stepfather's super late model, and it's like 30 races in like 37 days. And last night was race 5 and of the event, and he's been to all 5 of them. And
do you watch it?
I do. I usually fall asleep. But I try to watch it. But usually they're in Illinois right now. So they don't start until like 7:45. So, that's 8 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock their time, because they're an hour behind. And I'm usually, if I'm still up at 8, we got problems.
Do you wake up and watch it like first thing in the morning, or
I go and look at the results?
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I do. So. Like it's just heart-wrenching to know. I'm the one that got him involved in racing and tried to do a lot for him. And I think all the roads that he potentially might have now, all because I, at 3 years old, took him out and started developing him as a race car driver. And at one time, Lummy, I had him in all race cars that I owned, sprint car, non-wing, crate late model, national late model series late model, and open wheel modified. Like I had him, and he was like, Tyler was known in this area as the youngest kid to do a lot of things. Drive a 360 Sprint at 12, open wheel modified at 9. And the reason why he was able to do that, Lummy, is you couldn't go to any other track in Florida as a 9-year-old and they'd let you race because of insurance purposes. You have to be you have to be 16 for the track's insurance for the most part. Well, not when your dad owns the track, because I can't sue myself. So that was the loophole so that I could get Tyler, in these bigger cars at a younger age, instead of just driving these go-kart stuffs. I wanted to put him in real cars at the youngest age possible. And, kind of like a Charlie Woods, in Tiger Woods. I think, and didn't they get Tiger Woods going on? Like he started at 3.
Oh yeah, he started
something
really
like
young.
That.
Yes.
So I had him started young. He had developed a skill set where he could handle a big car. I bought the racetrack with Tom Bean so that I could put him in an open wheel modified, which Lummy has too much motor and see the thing about open wheel modifieds, they got these big motors, but they got the 8-inch tires. So you really can't ever get all the horsepower down. You're always kind of driving a sliding car because you have so much motor and not enough tire. So I decided to start it out with that because that will develop the better skill set, right? To have not as much traction. You're gonna. So then I went from that to late models, and then we got into sprint cars, and then the USAC non-wing. So those are all the that's all the time and effort and all the things that I've tried to put forth for my son's racing career. And since my son hasn't spoken to me in 2.5 years, he no longer needs me, I guess, to be, helping him with his racing. So he's now driving for his stepfather. That even makes it worse. Like he won't have a relationship with me, but he'll, he probably considers his dad, his stepfather that his mom married 8 years ago, which he's a great guy and everything. He's a great guy.
Is he?
Yes. He's a good dude. But him and Tyler's mom fell in love and they got married. That's all great and everything like that. And there was a period of time where we all got all co-parented together. And
I'm sorry. I thought you meant Ace's dad. Okay, this is the stepdad. Okay,
yeah, this is Tyler's stepdad, and that's who he's driving for. And that kind of hurts a little bit. And I'm not in a financial situation to put him in what this guy's put him in, so I appreciate that. And there was a time that we were all friends, but now we're no longer for whatever reason because they've spun me. I've now officially, Lummy, been the family, the other side of the family, along with Tyler's girlfriend, along with Tyler, he's officially been brainwashed that I'm a bad guy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got enough people telling you that your dad's a piece of shiz, then if your mom's telling you that, if your stepdad's telling you that, if your girlfriend's telling you that, if their parents are telling you that.
Is his mom telling him that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just a tough battle. So anyway, last night, here's where I'm going with the story. And I didn't get a chance to see it live, Lummy, but there's a clip of it. Now everybody knows who I've been pulling for on the Hell Tour.
Yeah, his fourth to win the other night.
Tyler Erb.
Yeah.
That's my guy. He has Bubba Army stickers on his car. And, a few nights ago, Lummy, he actually thanked that he was in Winter Circle and he thanked Bubba Army. Remember?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I actually got a video of it right here. Here, let me play it for everybody.
Won 4 consecutive features.
Oh, yeah, well, hold on. Wait till just hold on. Everybody just needs hold on. So just please don't blow the high spot. Don't blow the high spot, kid.
I'm just trying to put him over.
All right, here we go. Here's
Tyler Erb, the victory lane.
Now, mind you, my son's driving on this is called the Summer Hell Tour. And Tyler Erb has won every race so far in the series. Last night was race 5. I'll tell you what happened there. But up until yesterday, Tyler Erb had won all 4 of the features, Lummy, and it was a big deal in the racing industry. And this is his 4th victory a couple nights ago.
It's awesome. The people here, everybody, my Bubba Army's watching tonight. It's crazy just the people that pay attention to Fairbury and everything.
So, I mean, that's like cool, man.
It is.
He's live on, I think, Dirt Vision or something like that. And, Tyler Erb's my guy. And Tyler Erb has Bubba Army stickers on his car. And Tyler Erb's got the Bubba Army straw hat that he's taken a few pictures with. And so, he's my guy. I do know that he's racing against my son. But, my son, hasn't been doing that good on the deal. And I've been pulling for Tyler Erb because my son hasn't been, up until last night. A couple of nights he didn't even make the feature, so which that all disappoints me. I get all bummed out on that too. It's like, oh man, And so Tyler Erb probably was going to win his 5th last night, except somebody got into him and spun him out at the heat race.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Anybody want to guess?
Yeah.
Who spun Tyler Erb out last night?
Barefoot McCready.
Yeah. Hold on here. We're going to guess these now. What was your first?
Barefoot McCready.
Okay. Who spun out the car? I sponsor this car, Lummy. I gave him, I sent him I sent him some money, a little bit of money to run the Bubba Army sticker. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, he's my friend, and he's won 4 in a row on the Hell Tour. He's my buddy. I love him. We talk. Lummy, he's been on the show.
Yeah, yes.
And that
Tony
is
Stewart?
That is Best Motorsports Tyler Erb, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
And so Tyler Erb has won 4 in a row, and he's going for 5, and he gets spun out in the heat. Somebody spins him out in the heat, which puts him to the rear of the heat, which means he's just not going to get as good a starting position in the feature, which, probably lessens your chances to win. And the person that spun him out, your guess, Lummy, is Barefoot McCready.
Yes.
Kyle Larson.
And your guess is who?
Kyle Larson. Can drive anything.
And Seth Kushner for your guess on who spun out.
The Rainbow Warrior Dick Trickle.
Just offended a lot of people.
Oh.
Dick Trickle's not the Rainbow Warrior.
Oh, damn it. But is he a driver?
But hold on. But in Seth's world, Dick Trickle is the Rainbow Warrior.
Hold on, Bubba. Don't tell me it was Gene Lasker.
Is there a Rainbow Warrior?
It was not Gene Lasker.
Yeah, the Rainbow Warrior, Jeff Gordon. He drove dirt.
Matter of fact, Lummy, I'm going to go to words. I still got the pack close out.
Yeah.
But I have to go get the video clip of it happening. So I'm going to play the video rather than to tell you. I'm going to play the video of Tyler Erb was well on his way. He qualified. Lummy, out of 40 or 50 cars, he qualified. He was number 1 qualifier.
Really?
Started on the pole for the heat. All you got to do is finish top 4 in your heat, and you go to the feature. But realistically, if you're starting on the pole, you're going to win it. I mean, he's won. He's won everything. So he's starting on the pole of the heat. All he has to do is cruise around there and win it.
All right, my final guess, Mike Calta.
Mike Calta did not do it. So he gets spun out in the heat, which puts him at the very, very back of the. No, you know what? I guess he spun out. He gets put to the rear. Both of the cars, the guy that spun him out and him, gets put to the rear. Erb, the badass that he is, drives clear up to 3rd, so he qualifies for the feature, okay? But he doesn't, Lummy, instead of starting 4th, he has to start 14th, which is why he couldn't, I'll just tell you the payoff. He didn't win last night.
Oh.
Had he not got spun out in the heat and had he won the heat, which means he probably would have started on the pole or 3rd, when Tyler Erb starts 3rd, please, he's going to win.
Nick Hogan.
I got the video. I'm gonna play next.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Thank you. I'm not giving that guy any real estate. Did you talk to Alex Stein privately yesterday, Bubba?
No.
Oh, boy.
Why, what's wrong?
You said you were going to talk to him privately about your issues with some stuff.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I got other stuff. I mean, that's like so not really fucking relevant.
No, I know, but it's he's
whatever. I'll call him up.
It seems stiff.
Yeah, whatever.
He has a heart. Man. Can be your hero, baby. You can take my breath away. What up, Buck?
What's up, Kabuki Jones?
I can be your hero, baby.
See, it's $20 bowling. Yeah, Zook, 8 months.
Man, I can't believe I get to go home today and not have to do a bunch of podcasts.
You never get birthdays for podcast?
I don't think so. Dude, I got, not that this is like some big deal, but I got home yesterday and normally just like draw my stuff off, go upstairs, take a shower and stuff, and I guess I just like laid on the beanbag chair downstairs when I got home yesterday, and I guess I just fell asleep for a couple hours, which was really weird. I was just that exhausted.
Sometimes that's good.
It's
get that ketchup.
It just freaked me out. I was like, woke up with my jeans and shit.
I can't find.
We should jeans like this, Bubba.
I can't find this fucking thing. I have it.
Uh-oh.
I got.
Maria said she gives it up to No Name Willie every day.
They raced at Adam County. Illinois last night. Let me the dirt.
I'm looking at the would it be under the highlights?
I got to get Heat 3.
All right.
It was. I had it somewhere this morning, and.
But was it in the highlight video or no?
I don't know, lover.
Yeah, I'm just skipping through the stuff to look for it.
I'm trying to find it.
I'll try to.
Heat 3. Usually, I had it earlier this morning.
I see there's a dirt racing.
I thought I had it on fucking Facebook.
Nick over at TV.
What up, Nick? Man, sometimes there's some funny comments in chat that I just laugh at to myself, like genuinely funny stuff. But some of it I just can't encourage, so I just have to keep it to myself. We're gonna fuck this Tarpons game up, baby. Jizzle.
Hulk Hogan banged his wife.
And that's bad?
You would have too if your best friend was the greatest wrestler of all time. Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Lummy, I need Bubba Army technical support, please.
Yes, sir.
That means when I need Bubba Army technical support, I need all you Bubba Army guys that are pretty handy with the computers or search or whatever. Like you guys, if we need it and it's out there, Lummy, they can find it for us.
Yes.
So here's, in order for me to close out my Tyler Erb got spun out in the third heat story, I have to have the video. There is a video. I think it was on Dirt Vision. I saw it this morning, but now I can't find it. And it was Adams County. It was Adams County, Illinois Speedway. It's the Summer National Hell Tour, and it was at the Adams County, Illinois Speedway last night. And there is a video of this Heat 3 where Tyler Erb got spun out.
I wish you remember where you found it.
Oh my God, it's
that would help us a lot.
I know. It was, buddy. I was eating breakfast this morning at 4:00, and I'm scrolling through my stuff, and I probably eventually can find it on my phone, but I only have 5 minutes and 30. 20.
Wait, hold on. Tim said, "Tell Lummy it's a 306 and rapid replay."
Right, but where's rapid replay?
Where's
rapid
rapid replay? See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you guys got to send us a link or something like that.
I don't know racing. I thought rapid replay would be, help you. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tim. Sorry, guys.
But you guys will find it for me. You guys will find it for me. This is going to take you a little digging. I need the Summer Nationals Hell's Tour, third heat race of the Summer Nationals last night in Adams County, Illinois. And by the way, Max McLaughlin went on to win at Lummy.
All right. Go Max.
So maybe, so I'm looking at, see, I could probably find it, Lummy, if I dig deep enough into I think I got it through Facebook, and I think I got it through the Summer Nationals Facebook posting. So Lummy, while the Bubba Army Forensics dig for that, I'm going to play Tuttle. We've seen the drunk Tuttle. Now here's the payoff with the sober Tuttle.
Today's bait we are using is a ball of cheese here.
Look, I mean, and Seth, I think that you will potentially back me on this because you popped on it when I brought it up. But I think that, people from time to time, we can kind of tweak your name. And like for instance, Seth, if you became sober, we could call you Sober Seth, or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Sure. Yeah. Anyway, we want to change Tuttle's name to Kim Jong Tuttle because his hair looks just like Kim Jong Un, less the back fade. If he just did that back duck fade, he'd have it dialed in.
Well, we're gonna have to. I mean, Colton's gonna have to get that faded up for him because we need full Kim Jong Un hair.
I actually let me see. I'm gonna look up because I know Lummy's probably not available. Kim. Yeah, I'll find it.
It's on Dirt Vision.
No,
on Facebook, YouTube.
Okay, all right, guys.
You guys are working on something else. Jeez. I'm trying to get a picture of what Kim Jong Un's hair looks like, so that that Tuttle can take it to the barber shop and say, I like what you did with my hair, but I'd like to make a little bit of a variation. And so here we go, guys. Let me see. Should we have Tuttle ask for the Kim Jong Un?
Oh man,
this is Tuttle now. He's got a little bit of an overhang here, but if you Kim Jong Un it,
tightened up on the sides, slick back.
Yeah, you got to tighten it up on the sides.
Do you have a Dirt Vision account?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So anyway, listen, we'll find it. We'll find it. So Kim Jong Tuttle. All right, Seth, you go with that?
I like it.
I'm going to get it out a little bit further this time.
Yeah, because I was going to say there's a lot of small ones at the front.
I don't want to hook you, Phil.
All right, there's Cuddle with the cast. All right, Tuttle has lost the bait on the first cast.
Oh, Lummy, oh my God, you're right. Damn it.
What happened? You got
Remember, I forgot to make a huge deal about Nikki
Peel.
Peel, $100.
Thank you.
With the hottest of wives.
Oh, my God. She's so hot.
Oh, my God. She's so hot. She'd be a good, you know what? If that Women of the BRN thing, podcast that Tuttle recorded yesterday was great. Man, remember the week of BARP? We could get some, you could, Tuttle, Seth, you might be able to do like maybe 4 or 5 podcasts in a week from the different women.
I could, but also, some of these women could easily zoom in, and they could be our guests and be part of it.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
So let's say Phoebe makes it next time, and you got Wizzy, you got Guatemala, you got Merch Crick, and you got Ashley, and next thing you know that they zoom in. Nikki Peel's hot. Oh my God, so hot wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that.
There you go.
Because we will switch to, we will switch to video soon, but right now we're just doing audio while we're getting everything worked out.
The Women of the BRN podcast was cut yesterday. I had to blow a few texts into the Merch Crick. She was running a little bit loose on some stuff.
Oh, man. She was she carried it.
Anyway, Tuttle's gonna. I'm sorry. I'm just off a little bit today. Seth's going to release that. Is it today? Is today the release for that?
Yeah, you called me Tuttle. I
got Tuttle right in front of me, and the topic that we're talking about has Tuttle has better himself, so you can see where potentially I'd have a little bit of a mess up.
Of course.
Yeah. I don't have early onset dementia. I promise you, I do not.
So wait, what do you want to know about?
I got it. Let me get the cheese.
I don't know about nothing.
I thought you asked me a question.
You gotta get the cheese.
Oh, do you agree that we should call him Kim Jong Tuttle?
Yeah.
All right. And that this sloppy stuff back here, this looked like he cut with a butcher, and needs to be all high and tight like Kim Jong.
I think I found it. I'm going to send it to Lonnie to send to you.
All right.
If you did, my friend, I cannot thank you enough. I might give. How about I give you $20, like a $20 tip, if indeed if you found what I saw earlier to this morning, which was like Heat 3
drama and Heat number 3.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you $20, bitch.
I hope they show the crash.
Now watch
the
this.
description.
I ain't gonna catch crap now that I'm on the damn.
What are we showing here?
We're turn around for the bait.
Baiting up with my cheese here.
Yeah. What about my camera guy here?
Well, Tuttle was supposed to turn around.
We're gonna get it out there.
Tuttle actually got some nice pants on.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how long it takes him to catch a fish once he gets it out there.
Hold on. He still
does the other.
Seth, he still got remnants of that.
The ticks and stuff.
No, of the T pinky. Look at the T pinkies out. See,
it takes him to catch a fish once he gets it.
That must be like a tick, like a Tourettic tick. The T pinky. Because even when he was drunk, T pinky was out. He's sober now. Well, he's high. Here comes that T pinky.
Get out there.
Hold on, I gotta get this thing all like.
That's Kim Jong Tuttle, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what the hell? There we go. Here we go.
There you go.
All
right, now drop it in. Now you can see that they're hidden. They're waiting for you.
What do you mean? What do you mean they're waiting for you? Are they?
You can see the fish.
You can?
Yeah.
Let's see one of those monster baby ones you got.
Is this a catch and release deal?
Yeah.
What was that, about 3 seconds? I mean, that one is pretty small, but still, I say that's not too bad. That's not bad for a bluegill. Oh, it's bleeding.
I think it might be the same one.
No, that one's bigger. Look at that one. That one actually is bigger.
Oh, so you guys caught others but cut them out?
Man, what are they?
Yeah.
They swallowed the hook?
Again.
Swallowed the hook.
I can get it out.
When they swallow the hook, does that hurt their lungs and stuff? Is that
going to stomach? But we got it out.
Are they going to die?
No.
Oh, just give me a second.
Oh man, can you imagine how the poor fish what he's going through right now?
Yeah.
Ripping a thing right out of your stomach.
Good size one though.
Oh my God!
Emergency surgery.
You got a big giant holding you. You can't get away. Look what a human being looks like to a little fish. So he's just seeing this big giant, and he swallowed this sharp thing on his stomach, and this big giant's gonna rip it right on out.
So
no anesthesia or nothing.
If you think you got it tough today, just remember you could be this fish.
You could be a fish. And not like a badass barracuda that you don't have to worry about nobody biting you, but one of these things that you're going to have to live in the back of a fat guy's pond and be that fish. Barely get fed. I'm so hungry that I'll eat bread. But then when I eat bread, I was so hungry that when I ate the bread, I devoured the hook.
I was surprised it was cheese. It wasn't even
I think it's because the cheese.
That shows you how
Exactly.
shows you how hungry they are.
Fold up and they're just.
Lummy, do we not have any fish food?
I throw it in every day now. You're not supposed to, but right now
we
have
need to. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been.
These guys are so hungry that they're blowing their stomachs up with cheese.
See the fish they're wondering where their stuff is.
Yeah, they're so hungry they can see their buddy getting his stomach ripped out. but
How
they
hard
still,
is it to rip this thing out?
I don't know.
It swallowed it pretty good.
Well,
got it. There you go.
Is he dead?
No, he swam away.
Was that 3 seconds?
Yeah.
No. Perfect.
Now let me. There we go. There you go. I mean, we could literally, if we had the other video, we could literally, Lummy, take the low point of, God, when he was in the elevator, jutted out, Popeye lipped, the whole 9 yards at his lowest moment, and then here he is right now. Look, like, does it get any better? I mean, bitch, look at that. That's badass.
Yeah, he's happy.
You got to put that on a shirt.
I don't know about that.
Very good.
Of course. Thank you, Toto.
Thank you, Lummy.
See, look how nice he is.
Yep.
He's just, God, that's the way to go. Right there. So, Rhett, did you?
I sent it to you.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Okay. This is going to be the thing.
I sent it to you also, so maybe I could just get a runner-up prize.
No. But
Get a handshake.
If this is what I think it is, oh yeah, Rhett's got himself a $20 bill. Rhett, great job.
Thank you.
I give a guy
So
$20.
so obviously Turbo's number one. Who's 50?
So if you can see here, now you know that I sponsor the number one. He runs Bubba Army stickers on his car. He thanked the Bubba Army a few nights ago in Winter's Circle. Currently on this tour, this late model hell tour, that my son is racing and participating in and he's doing pretty good. Last night, he could have done really well. But anyway, and Tyler Erb is so well liked because, Lummy, he's the fan favorite. He's won 4 in a row. Like, everybody out there is pulling for the one guy.
Isn't he kind of just like a good old boy, too?
Yeah, he's like a good old boy. Yeah, he's just, one time he got in a fight one time Bobby Pierce and him got in a fight, and he got on the microphone and said, Bobby Pierce, I'm telling you right now, we can fight in the pits, we can fight down at the Flying J truck stop, but I'm going to whip your ass when I see you. And Bobby Pierce loaded up his stuff and left. So he's kind of the bad boy, but he's kind of like the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying, Seth? Like, not a true babe, kind of a heel baby, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what The Rock and Stone Cold. I mean, I'm trying to think of some
Roman Reigns, John Cena.
Yeah, exactly.
Does he know that your son is that he goes against your son?
Yeah. Oh no, he knows. He knows
everything.
He knows Tyler's my son.
Okay.
He knows that Tyler and I haven't spoke for 2.5 years, and he was going, and we had talked about, sometime during these 30-some races that he maybe take Tyler aside and say, hey, I'm super close with your dad. And
oh, wow.
Your dad and I talk.
He was going to do that?
Yeah, he was going to. I mean, Tyler Erb and I have talked about him going to have a word with my son. And I don't think Tyler Erb's dad's with him anymore. And he was, going to say something like, hey, I don't have my dad with me. And you do.
And that's a big
deal. He lost his dad last year.
Yeah.
That's a big deal for him to be willing to have that conversation.
He lost his father last year. And you know what he told me last February when he was in my pits, Tyler Erb, number one, at my track. And he was doing testing. So it was just him and another car, Lummy.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a bunch of people there. It was just Tyler Erb's crew, like of 4 guys and another car with 4 guys, but they were kind of, everybody was parked to spread it out. And so I got to talking to Tyler in just one-on-one. I was getting the track ready, and he was just, there's nothing really to do because the crew has their car all set up. So he jumped in the water truck with me, and we're just, bull crapping back and forth. And, I at that point kind of filled him in on my Tyler situation because in February it wasn't any better than it is right now. It was the same, he wasn't talking to me. He hates me. And Tyler turns to me and he says, I just lost my dad like 6 months ago. And I would give everything I own, every race car I drive, every month, just to have one more day with him. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty riveting. And, here's a guy that my son looks up to. This guy, Tyler Erb. The reason why, the Summer Nationals usually don't, the big World of Outlaw and Lucas guys usually don't go to these things, or they'll cherry pick a couple that they'll go to. Well, Tyler Erb is, a Lucas, he's a full-timer with Lucas Late Models until he got tired of the grind, and he says, I'm just going to start doing my own thing. So he decided to do the Hell Tour. And, we've kept in touch. He's thanked me and everything. And so my son's up there. And here's what Heat 3 went down last night.
Green flag back out again, Tom.
If Tyler Erb wins this race, which he's going to probably end up winning the feature line because he's going to start first or third, and it's going to be the fifth.
This is on the last lap?
Well, this is.
Well, I see Heat 3.
Yeah, this is the last lap.
Oh, wow.
This is the last lap. So my son was following him around for 8 laps, 7 laps. This is the last lap, and here's what happens. Now, don't forget, Lummy, the fan favorite's number 1. He's going for 5 in a row, and only one other human being's done that, right? So the whole entire place is cheering for him.
Out forward of the show, see if Kai Blight can roll back around Matt Furman, or Furman able to handle it. Here comes Clem. Tyler Clem took a look down to the bottom. White flag will be out this time by Tyler Clem to the lead, heads up. Oh boy, trouble here in turn number 4. One to go this time by for Garrett Smith.
Oh. So they put Tyler to the rear. They put both Tylers to the rear. Tyler Erb made it up to 4th, and my son made it to 5th. So
Smith, Furman, Blight, Erb, Clem. Let's see.
This is the last lap.
How they come across the line. Garrett Smith. Boy, oh boy, is he going to benefit from that one. He's going to roll off turn number 4. He's going to win heat number 3 and 10.
I don't know. I ain't even going to lie. I got lucky right there. Usually I'm on the bad end of the deal, but I guess Karma came back and helped me out with that one. Sucks for Tyler. They were racing pretty hard, and I guess they Tyler tried to throw a slider on Erb, but man, that sucks for them. But I can't complain too much.
So anyway,
a slider on him.
My kid threw a slider on Erb. I mean, as much as I want to say, man, that was, probably shouldn't have done that. I also want to say, man, that was a hell of a slider.
Will Tyler Erb still come on the show?
Oh, of course he will. I'm gonna get his. I'm gonna talk to him, later today and ask him, see how he looks. Like, was it a dirty move? Was that a dirty slider? Was that the same kind of slider that you would put on a guy?
Yeah, that'd be a good scoop if we get his thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like, yeah, we should get his thoughts. We should get him on the air.
Have him do a quick call in or Zoom.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, what do you think about that? But that puts me in an uncomfortable situation, right? I mean, Mike, I'm pulling for Tyler Erb, but that's my kid. Pretty much of a pimp move too.
Yeah, I mean, you could always, we congratulate him on the 4 wins in a row, and then what happened in Illinois.
Don't tell me what to say.
Oh, I just was, so it didn't.
These are dirt track guys who, want to blame everybody. Yeah. It's never their fault.
Of course.
So, I can imagine Tyler Erb is full hot on the deal. I mean, he's probably full hot, right? Like, man, that damn kid threw it in there too hard, came across my nose, and junked me. That's what you say. If you're Tyler Erb, that's what you say. Or maybe Tyler Erb says one of two things. Listen, that kid came in Tyler was driving over his head, driving over his ass. He threw it in there. Came across my nose, junked me, maybe go to the rear. Then I only had 1 lap to make up 4 spots, which I did. I had to start, I finished 4th in the heat instead of winning it, which means I start 12th or 14th instead of 1st. So I'm not going to win my 5th. That sucks. Horrible, whatever. Or he says this, or Tyler Erb says this. And listen, I'm good with either. Maybe Tyler Erb says, hey, watch my career and watch what I've done over my career, and I have a reputation of I'm going to throw it in there on you. You better break because, bitch, I ain't lifting. That's the way Tyler Erb, and that's the reputation he's established. And Tyler Erb would say, hey, I'm mad at Tyler because of the outcome, but I would have done the same thing. That was the move to make. You know, I mean, that's how I score. You can only see it one of two ways. Oh, I wonder what chat would say. What do you think chat says? Let me. I don't know.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. So anyway, Seth, you weren't expecting that outcome now, were you, my friend? That big whodunit.
I kind of was.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. So, I mean,
you already knew? Somebody already?
No, I just, when you were setting it up that your son was in the race and Tyler Erb was in the race, and then who spun out Tyler Erb, I just was assuming it was your son.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry for
your loss.
That was stupid of me. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
I'm sorry. No,
I really don't care.
I should have known the answer to it.
Yeah, you say, no, I really don't care.
I'm sorry.
Honest to God, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. I'm sorry to Tyler Erb, and I'm sorry to my son, and I'm sorry for even bringing it up.
Congrats to the winner, though.
Yeah, you know what?
And still give Rhett $20.
No, Rhett, you got 20 coming, kid. You got 20 coming. I'm telling you that right now. Rhett, where did you end up? In full disclosure, where did you end up finding it?
Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go. It's on Summer Nationals on Twitter. I was looking for the clip on YouTube, and then I went to their website. Then I was looking on Dirt Vision, and we don't have a Dirt Vision account, so you got to pay to get the rapid replay. So I found it on their Twitter.
See, I must have been on Twitter this morning. See, I can't remember stuff.
Yeah, you got so much going on.
I knew that I'd seen it. Well, hey, that's a great opportunity. I forgot where it was. And Rhett made $20.
Awesome.
Right? Yeah.
Put a bounty on it.
I'm telling you right now, man, if I'm a sports reporter and I'm interviewing a guy, Major League Baseball kind of deal, where you just hit the winning walk-off to win the game, which is what happened. That's what happened here, correct?
Yeah, for the Marlins.
Yeah, this guy from the Marlins, I forget what his name is. He looks like a pretty cool brother to me.
I think it's Vidal Brujan. I think he used to play for the Rays.
For real?
Yeah.
I think so for a little bit.
Why don't we keep him? Look at those biceps. Jacked up. So anyway, he's down at the Marlins now. He's crapping it up at the Marlins. And Marlins suck, don't they? Do they suck?
They're in last place.
They are?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you know what, though? We're better than the Marlins.
Hey,
Even though they've won one championship, I think probably overall, they've won two?
Yeah.
Overall record, we might have a better record than them as a franchise. I don't know.
We do.
Yeah, we're not as big of losers as they are.
No.
And so there's this woman. She's with the Bally Sports Network, and she's interviewing this dude. He's the hero of the game. And so watch. Oh, he's one of those. Oh, he's got an interpreter, Lummy.
Yes, he's one of those.
He's one of those guys who needs an interpreter.
Yeah, the guy right there.
He's one of those guys that needs an interpreter. He's one of those guys who needs an interpreter.
Walking a fine line.
For sure.
Yeah. Say. If you're a guy that needs an interpreter, what are you, Lemmy? You're one of those guys.
You're one of those guys that need an interpreter.
And so I guess it was one of his players.
Yes.
The Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah, that did it. If it was a fan or a guy, they'd yoke him right on up and arrest him. But it was, it was. But if you're the reporter. And you got to go through that. I mean, wouldn't that really piss you off? Now your outfit is completely 1,000% drenched. You may have
Well, luckily she's not dressed like a whore or anything. So
you may have shorted out that battery pack in the back. That's probably not good for the camera.
It is kind of a dick throw.
It was a bad toss.
Yes.
I feel like I just maybe delivered the walk-off hit. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Yeah, you're the best.
I mean,
that is
no repercussions.
They said he
not an easy thing to do.
They said he does not appear to be remorseful for soaking the reporter, but they did give her props for continuing and to go on and not get upset at all. But again, I mean, I think that's.
Lummy, did you ever see? And I think Dion since kind of regrets it. Dion had, I think it was Jim Nantz, or it was some reporter that when Dion played for the Braves, He was he was either a national reporter or something, but he would talk smack about how Dion is playing for the Braves and he only comes to play for the Falcons on Sunday. He doesn't practice all week with the Falcons. Instead, he plays with the Braves. And he's a piece of shiz, and blah blah blah. He's not real, So if and this is when the Braves, I think, were either in the World Series or in the NL, I think
it was when they were on their way to the World Series.
Right,
it was in a celebration one.
And Dion was, kind of a part-time player, and he was juggling both. And this guy was talking all kinds of crap about him, like must be nice to be able to roll up on Sunday and I have to get go through practices all day. And Dion's like, listen, dude, first of all, Atlanta knew the deal.
It was Tim McCarver.
Yeah. So the Falcons, the Falcons and the Braves both knew Dion's deal, and they both were good with it. Management was good with it, And so Dion's like, so I played for the Braves during the week, and then on Sunday, a lot of times. I think there's a couple instances where I think the Braves had a night game, and he went and had a 1 o'clock Falcons game. And then I think one time he then got in a helicopter and flew over to County Stadium, wherever they play. I don't know where Fulton County. Yeah. Flew over there and was able to be there for the 7:05 or the 4:00, whatever the hell, a Brave game.
Yes, he did.
So can you find me?
I said it.
Oh, you sent it?
Yeah.
And Dion, Dion drenched him.
Yeah, Tim McCarver was not happy.
Sure to be doused with champagne in a championship locker room. Broadcasters never like it. It burns, it smells, it ruins your clothes. Last night, Deion Sanders apparently upset with Tim McCarver's criticisms of his two-sport day last Sunday. Felt like he would gain a measure of revenge, not with champagne, but by dousing McCarver with 4 tubs of ice water. McCarver was furious.
4 tubs.
So was CBS Sports. Rick Gentile, their producer, complained to National League President Bill White last night. McCarver wants a meeting with White as soon as he can get one. And after this confrontation, Tim McCarver confronted Sanders.
McCarver's right here. Right now. Here you go. I got a real man. You know that? Yes. You are a real man, Dion. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's a tough look.
Yeah.
That's a tough look.
Tim McCarver. He used to play baseball, too, so.
I guarantee, boy, and you talk about, you're not going to shut the guy up. You're not going to dry his pin up where he's going to not be critical of you now. You're just going to absolutely make him hate you even more, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I hope he does it again this year.
Who, Dion?
Yeah.
Like Lee Corso or somebody.
He's going to kill Lee Corso.
Pat McAfee.
I got to tell you, though, man, Dion, for all the hooping and hollering and all the NILs.
They got to deliver, man.
And all the scuttlebutt about how he's, he had some, not only did he get in a bunch of really, really, really good players from the portal, he got some big studs, but he lost a lot of his high-ranking high school recruits, like his 4 and 5 stars. I think he lost quite a bit of those.
Oh, no.
I mean, Rhett, have you seen where it's kind of a hubbub about as much turmoil as Colorado has had via the portal? I mean, I think that's been kind of a story, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they've had a lot more traffic than any other school.
So Dion's got to do better this year than last year.
Well, yeah, week 8, when they've only won 3 games, be the perfect time to lash out at a reporter, throw some water at him.
You mean when he's at UCF?
And he gets rid of Bubba Clem?
Yeah.
Me?
Sponge.
Man, first of all, I would be there beside Dion ready to tackle that guy if a guy was going to pour water on him.
Or if he poured on you for a little motivation for the team.
No.
You think Dion stands by that?
Still, probably, yeah.
Really?
He probably is like...
don't talk that bull junk?
Yeah. If you're going to talk to bull junk, then...
You're fun to get cold water.
Yeah, get ready to fit into pay the piper.
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like Dion might regret that.
I don't. Now, you know what? Maybe that's a question I need to have him.
You could just answer. Yeah, you could either just text him or just, next time you have him on the show.
I was just watching the Tim McCarver thing. Do you regret that or you stand behind it?
Maybe just 1 gallon of ice water next time?
Ain't no sponge like the one I got. Thank you for the straw hat, Sponge. I said, Lummy, I sent him a straw hat. He said he wanted one of those straw hats.
Oh, nice. Is he wear it on his?
I don't know. You know that over the years, Dion has tweeted him wearing various Bubba Army, hats.
Just out of nowhere.
Just out of nowhere. Like, so I never know when he's going to break out something Bubba Army.
He used to do it when he mowed his lawn, but I don't think he has to do that anymore.
No, I did get him a new Skag, though. Did you know that?
Oh, for back in Texas?
But back in Colorado.
Oh, in Colorado? Okay.
Did somebody else just buy a Skag?
Yeah.
Who?
Your best friend,
Larry Plummer.
Oh, Larry Plummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry Plummer just
for the park.
Yes. Larry Plummer he's the boss man of the Warsaw Park Department, and the Skag rep came down and they did a comparison of the Skag and how well it's built compared to, like, I think Warsaw Park Department uses Toros, I think, or
do they have a big budget?
I mean,
the Parks Department.
I mean, he budgets one brand new he has 4 zero turns, and he budgets one brand new one every year, and then trades. So he's always got a brand new one, and none of his zero turns ever get more than 4 years old.
Well, I was just seeing if the Parks Department ever wanted to make a donation to the show.
No, I don't think the Warsaw Park Department can make a donation to the show.
Okay, well, I was just seeing if he really was your best friend.
He is. I mean, he is my best friend.
Well, then put your job on the line and steal.
Extra golf cart or something.
Just shut up.
I'm so sick of you, this man.
You're sick of what?
This.
Sick of what?
Oh, nothing.
So how do we get Larry? Oh yeah, so yes,
Skag.
Yeah, so I got Dion a Skag. Larry just bought. He's got 2 Skags. He's got a windstorm that blows the leaves, and he's got I think he just got a brand new Turf Tiger 62-inch Velocity.
Nice.
So now is Average Joe in the middle of exchanging all of his stuff out?
Yeah, his rep's not really helping him out too much.
Oh,
but
really?
Yeah.
Do I need to make a call to Randy? Is his rep not working with him?
He just, he feels like he's not getting the best deal that he possibly can be, so he's still looking.
Well,
That's some different Skags.
He needs to get me. He needs to give me the numbers that the Skag rep is giving him for whatever models, so I can run them by Randy,
and see if it's
the
good.
CEO of the company, and be like, "Hey, is this dealer a little out of hand?" Randy can step in when the CEO calls. Joe's Lawnmower. And says, "Hey, quit being a dick and bumping people up 700 when you're only supposed to bump people up 500. Come on."
Yeah, give this little Skag guy a break.
Bubba Army, kid. Let me do some words. I'm going to go through our Twitter next. We had some unbelievable stuff on our Twitter.
Are we gonna show the Bianca and Kanye little video clip?
Yeah,
I know Lummy wasn't sure if we could show that.
I think we can show that. I think we can show that.
That's something.
Has Rhett seen it? Because Rhett, I don't think there's a problem. I mean, it's
coming back over.
It's. I think we can.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Kanye West's wife, what's her name?
Bianca Sensory, I believe.
Bianca Sensory. This bitch. Whoa.
He did
And when she goes out, like when they go out, he wears like he's almost part of the Ku Klux Klan, like this white jumpsuit with a white mask, like he looks like Johnny White guy.
Well, he was doing all black for a while, Bubba.
Yeah,
so the white is new. It must be for Paris Fashion Week or whatever.
I think really when Kanye West goes out, he tries to look as weird as he can.
He did a pop-up performance at a wrestling show in Japan last week.
Yeah.
Like, I think people thought they were going to see a match, and then Kanye West came out to the ring.
That was kind of cool.
But his new wife, now, obviously he was with Kim Kardashian. I think they have 2 or 3 kids.
Like 5, maybe 4 or 5.
Jeez.
And that they divorced, and that was dirty and nasty.
She was a hoe. Then she was banging Pete Davidson and like rubbing it in his face. And
she bangs everybody.
She does.
God, she is a hoe.
Well, I mean, she stays
She's
horny.
worth $1 billion.
Yeah,
just goes to show you if you're hot, you can almost bang your way to being a billionaire. Almost, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what has she done? I mean, she was first discovered by the Ray J sex tape, and that's it. Then she was famous for being famous. That's it.
Pretty much.
Then she turned famous into being a slut.
Well, I mean,
it's all OJ's fault if you think about it.
It is OJ's fault.
Yeah, if her dad never got famous from the trial,
Right. If OJ,
nobody would have cared who she was.
It's right. She was always the Kardashian guy who was part of OJ's dream team. She was always recognized as his daughter.
And recognized as Paris Hilton's best friend.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not act like she's busted or anything.
No, she's not. Listen, but the bitch hadn't really done anything.
I mean, Bob, but
she really didn't
she's
do
got
anything.
Skims. Like, she has that's why she's worth $1 billion. I mean,
now, but like what? Like she didn't have any extraordinary talent that got her to the game. The sex tape got her to the game.
Well, I mean, yeah, but what talent do you need to be a businesswoman or a reality TV
you just
star?
need a sex tape and be hot and a slut. That's it.
Yeah, and she had
sex tape, hot slut.
And her mom was working, with her, not against her, so that helped too.
Her mom's trafficking her, probably.
I think Kris Jenner was getting around town back in the day.
Yeah,
with OJ.
Oh yeah.
Let me go. That was actually the big scuttlebutt, is that the Kardashian mom was blasted OJ on the side,
and that they had Khloe
for years. And that one of the kids she popped out was OJ's.
Khloe.
The real hot one.
No.
Well, there's some say that she's not
that hot.
No, I'm trying to think. No, the hot one was the Jenner girl.
Kendall, Kylie Jenner.
Yeah,
Kylie.
the one that Bruce the one that Bruce seeded.
Yes.
Bruce's seed ended up being better looking than the lawyer's seed.
I mean, they're both still very young. I mean, a few of the Kardashians are in their 40s, so I mean, obviously, it is easier to say that
the Jenners are in their 20s, aren't they?
Yeah. But I mean, they're both models.
Yeah.
And the Kylie's worth $1 billion also from her makeup company.
From just having the right sperm make you into the right person. It makes you into a Kardashian. And you're world famous because your dad was part of the legal team that got a murderer off of murder. And you go out and have a sex tape, and then you're able to roll that into being a hot bitch with a little bit of a slutty side to you. And now you're worth $1 billion. I mean, who am I to sit here and hate?
That's right.
Hmm.
I mean, please. I have a sex tape and I'm broke.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Bye, Sunny Days. Thanks for the cash infusion. Khloe hooked up with that no good Tristan Thompson, that philandering motherfucker.
And was it Lamar Odom?
Oh, yeah! She got the worst basketball players, man. Jeez. At least Kendall was hooking up with Devin Booker, I think.
Yeah.
And Bad Bunny.
Lamar Odom with his fake Viagra. From Canada, on the chip, 42 months.
They tried to kill Lamar Odom. You know that, Lummy.
With his herbal Viagra.
The Kardashian cult, brother. Pump him full of drugs.
That's probably the mom. Mom didn't like her. She seems evil.
He was like high on crack playing basketball at the time, wasn't he? Or was this after his career was over?
It was after. It was when he was at the Bunny Ranch.
Oh.
For like a week bender.
And then like they couldn't find him or something?
Yeah.
That was crazy, I remember that.
Running Haas 83. Up in Reno. Ronnie Lott Springfield. That was the Vegas Bubba Army. Well, I was watching. We were watching the Olympics, the trials for the swimming.
Yeah.
Carmel, Indiana. Is that a really big swim?
Oh, it's a big. It's where the real rich people live.
They have 17 students, or 17 athletes for the Olympics from Indiana.
Really?
Yeah. Like Indiana has it seems like a good amount of swimmers in the Olympics. It's
I didn't know that.
I didn't either until they kept saying Indiana, Indiana, Indiana. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, Lummy, do you have Walker's hatred of me? A video?
Yeah.
All right, send it to me. Wait, you see this? You know what? You're gonna be as my friend. If you're gonna be I want you to be my friend instead of being shticky. But
I don't do shtick, man.
Okay, but listen to me. Your shirt's ripped.
I know. Times are tough, man. Times are tough.
Your shirt's ripped on the collar.
I know.
Is that a rip or a Band-Aid?
It got more ripped out there. Now it's my skin.
Wait till you see.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wait till you see. You just tell me. I'm gonna play this video of me trying to interact with Lummy's child.
Yeah.
As an employee, this is your boss. Like.
Yeah. Meet the family. Yeah.
Wait till you see.
Okay. Hey, when are we going to Colorado this year? What week? What game?
Well, I don't think I'm taking you.
Yeah, no, that's something. That was kind of like when I interviewed for this gig again. We talked. I was like, I need Colorado merch and I need to go to the game. That was like part of the initial deal.
Well, I'll get you some merch then.
But I'll also be out there, and I want it to be one of the weeks where all the rappers are out there. Fucking T-Pain, T.I., Big Boy.
No.
The Game.
No.
The answer is no, Lummy.
He's the biggest export from Warsaw, Indiana.
Oh, yeah! Bubba the Love Sponge.
Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Lummy, I'm going to text Tyler Erb about 9:15 and see if I could get him on the air about 9:30. But that would be a first time in big time dirt racing where there was a pretty major incident on the track. And then the next morning, you appeared. The guy that took the brunt of the badness of the incident was on a internationally syndicated content provider, content creator, if you will. The content creator had the guy live on the air, and the content creators happens to be the father of the dude that put the slider on him.
That would be a first.
Yeah. Gonna have to see what.
Are you nervous if he doesn't respond?
No, I'm gonna say like Tyler. I just want to let you know, like there's nothing that you could say that will upset me. I've gone 2.5 years without having a relationship with this kid because he hates me. You're my favorite driver. I sponsor you. I don't care if you're mad about this. Don't think that I'm good with that. Like but I want to see what his reaction. He may say, I got a chance. Again, I'm reiterating what I just said prior, but I think Tyler Erb is wired to be such a hard ass that he would say, hey, although I don't like the outcome because I didn't, probably should have maybe smashed the brakes, but I'm Tyler Erb and I don't hit the brakes, bitch. And I would have done that same move on Jonathan Davenport for the win if I had to. He might say that. Or he's going to say, that no good son of a bitch ran it in there, ran me up the high side. And if that's the way he wants to do it, he's got something coming tonight because they're going to be supposedly, they'll be in the same heat or they'll see each other tonight on the track.
Wyatt Harris, $20 super chat.
And Tyler Urban could say,
likes your shirt.
This is what's that?
He likes your shirt.
Oh, my gorilla shirt.
$20.
I love that. Yeah, look at that little gorilla. Look, I wish I had him. He would kill you.
Oh,
Can you imagine if you had a gorilla? Which these gorillas are like? Don't they say they're 800 times stronger than a man?
You rip our arms off.
Yeah, like haven't they had like a gorilla? Like they can put like 10 men on a rope. And they just give the gorilla the rope, and the 10 men like tug of war deal, and the 10 men are all dug in, and the gorilla just grabs rope and wings them all 10.
Yeah,
like they're just the most.
What are you referencing?
My gorilla on my shirt.
Is it from a movie or like where's this where you give a gorilla a rope and he whips 10 men around?
Oh, I've seen it before.
Oh, okay, that's like a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's a thing.
Okay.
But can you imagine if you had a gorilla, Lummy, a full-blooded gorilla,
yes,
and you had it trained to just absolutely love you and love you whoever you're with, and maybe your kid. Like it would absolutely be like hold on, Lummy, you could teach it to be your bodyguard.
No, that chimp loved that woman and that chimp loved each other, and the chimp ripped the lady's face off.
No, the chimp ripped the girls across the street's face off, I think.
Well, we must be talking about multiple faces.
Well, I think...
They did rip off the neighbor's face.
Oh, the neighbor, yes, okay.
Because you know why? Because the owner gave the gorilla Xanax and wine every night. Gave it Xanax and wine. And the one night she forgets to give it Xanax and wine, and it gets mad. And if your not so good trained gorilla gets mad, he's gonna rip your face off and kill you.
And I don't want to disrespect a chimpanzee, but a chimpanzee is like a gorilla would smash a chimpanzee, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. And
I think in the overall wilderness food chain, I could be wrong. I think the gorilla is absolutely the top of the food chain. I think a gorilla can beat up a monk like a tiger.
No, I don't know about that.
You don't know?
No, I think like lions are.
Lion.
Yeah.
Lummy, do lion versus gorilla. Who wins? Maybe I should ask Alexa.
Yeah.
Hey, Alexa. Lion fights tiger. I'm sorry. Damn it. Are you there, bitch? Alexa, hello. Good morning, Alexa.
Good morning.
Okay.
The Copa America soccer tournament begins today.
Okay, thanks.
This year, the U.S. hosts games in 14 cities, including the final in Miami.
All right.
For you soccer fans,
Thank you.
that
Does she
means
know
a
it's
month
No Panties
full of
Thursday?
matches.
Hey,
to get kicking,
Alexa.
try my penalty.
Did you know it was No Panties Thursday? We should bring No Panties Thursday back. We really should.
I don't know that.
Right, because you're not cool enough.
No.
Probably because you don't have legs, you whore.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, Alexa, who wins in a fight between a tiger and a gorilla?
In a battle between a tiger and a gorilla, the tiger would emerge victorious. Tigers, despite their relatively smaller size, possess superior strength and agility, making them a formidable opponent for any animal. The gorilla,
I got something
while a
different
formidable
here, bitch.
fighter
Hold
in
on.
its own right, would likely not stand a chance against the tiger's physical advantages. Just so you know, you can also ask me questions in your car. Would you like an email with more information?
Yes.
Yes.
Send it to the AOL one.
Whatever. Lummy, what do you got more information?
Lummy Bing?
They said if the gorilla uses its brute strength, it would crush the lion and tiger's skull instantly and killing them.
No.
He just grabbed their face
And
when they're
smashed
trying to
their
bite
head.
him.
Yeah.
And literally, I mean, like it's 9 million pounds of tensile strength in his hands. He just crushes their skulls. So hold on. Here's what I'm trying to say, Seth. Can you imagine if you could really get a gorilla and you could train it to like be so like it would never trigger on you or your family, like never, guaranteed. With this gorilla play, but Lummy, you went around with it, and it was your bodyguard. And like when people start getting a little lippy, you got a special couple codes you can tell that, like whatever, whatever.
I'm sure an influencer is pretty close to having that on this 24-hour stream.
And the gorilla comes up to you and like kind of gives you a warning, and like if you're still being a dick, then the owner gives him the final gimmick, and he just literally grabs you and just tears your face off, kills you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with a gorilla.
Would you go to jail if your pet gorilla killed somebody?
Yeah.
You would?
I mean, you would. I think. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, because they'd be able to prove that you trained them.
Well, you own that. You own that's your property. So I mean, if your property's killing people,
it's kind of like a dog bite lawsuit.
Yeah, that's why Tuttle's talking to Morgan & Morgan as we speak.
Dog bite?
About the Bella dog bite, yeah.
Dog bite?
Broke the skin.
Yeah.
He thought he had rabies.
Listen, Tuttle, you better not be suing me because my dog bit you. You're just on your really good path back in my good graces, creating great content. You know, you went to the barber shop, you caught a fish. You know,
you're coming to the Tarpons game.
You're coming to the Tarpons game. Like, you're on fire. Don't sue me. Because, I mean, if you're going to sue me for a dog bite, then I'm not going to have you around. You're not going to keep a guy, you know.
It's not. I mean, it's not really. He could still want to be here and sue you.
But then my insurance will go. I don't even know that I have dog bite insurance.
Oh, no.
I don't think you do.
Maybe he'll settle for like $100.
I think
you give him a free T-shirt. That should be enough.
Lummy, what's happened here? I don't know what
in Texas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy was. It's by the airport. These bike riders are just riding around, and this guy just pretty much smashed them.
So these bike riders, they're not doing anything wrong. Like, they didn't egg this guy's car or have sex with this guy's wife or, like, you know, they're just riding their bikes down the road. They've done nothing wrong.
Correct.
And I'm assuming that they have not had any interaction with this guy that's mad at him.
No.
You know, like flipped him off or anything like that. This guy's, now what was this guy? Is he an immigrant? Is he?
No, he's just a regular guy. He's just
Is he an immigrant? There's legal people that commit crimes also.
I know. I was just wanting to see.
I know.
He works for American Airlines.
Okay.
Yeah, he's super American.
Here it is. This is here we go. So guys just riding her bike. Oh my God. But why did the guy do it?
He was a little drunk.
Oh, so this is oh
yeah.
Oh my God. Did
he took off.
So hold on. He hits. Let me just tell you, for those who listen to us on terrestrial radio, these two dudes are riding these 10-speed real fancy bikes, and this white SUV comes up and just hits them from behind. Both of them fly off their bikes, and then this guy in the blue shirt, he kind of flies into the path of the SUV, and the SUV doesn't even lock it up or nothing. He just runs right over him like it's a speed bump. Check us out. Boom. Oh my God. Did that guy die?
No, he's still alive. But he got hurt, obviously. Yeah, he took off.
Boom, boom.
And this was a guy and his wife?
It was a bunch of bike riders.
Oh, just okay.
I think it was a little group. Whoop.
Now, what's this guy facing?
Right now,
was it a hit and run?
A DUI, and attempted. I think they have attempted.
I'm going through the. Follow us on Twitter, please, or X. X.com, Twitter.com / the Bubba Army. Everything we got from Instagram to Twitch to Twitter to Rumble to Facebook to YouTube.
I feel like people might
as at the Bubba Army.
I feel like a lot of people will support that guy that ran over the cyclist, because cyclists annoy so many people when they're riding in the road.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you the right.
I know, Bubba. I'm saying not everybody has the urge to run them over, but I think that people will go, this guy has done something that, I've wanted to do for so long.
They do kind of spread out in the road a little bit.
Yeah, I know that. But it doesn't give you the right.
No, of
to
course
do that,
not.
do that.
I'm just saying this guy is going to develop just like
they're
the
going to
lady.
Put that guy. That guy is going to go away for a long time. That guy is going to go away for It could be attempted murder. It could. Vehicular attempted manslaughter. I don't know.
It looks like he's charged with a DUI.
Right.
And an assault with a vehicle causing serious bodily injury now.
Right.
He could have got off with less if it weren't for the HD dash cam.
That's true.
I mean, that was the perfect angle. That was as good as it gets.
Was that a bike? Was that when one of the bicyclists may put a camera rear mounted?
I'm actually not sure.
I think that's what.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, look at this. If you watch the video again.
Yeah, it's under the seat.
So it's under the seat of a bike. Like, if they got, I don't know how many are in the bike, but these two people here that get run over are the last two. And this guy's got like a rear-facing camera.
Jeez, man.
And then, Oh my God!
I mean, he was aiming for him.
He looked like it.
I mean, it didn't look like there was a real easy way around him, but he went through him.
Look at that. That's a man putting in some time, some overtime. Look at that. Had to drive over to the stadium, had to get it all set up. There were a couple curveballs were thrown his way. Look at my man interviewing him. Love it.
We'll be there Saturday.
Thank you, Seth.
And shout out to Rhett also for putting up with all that.
What's this guy's name and what position does he play?
Kobe Morales, I believe he's outfield.
Yeah, he's playing for Washington, University of Washington.
Right? Is he did he just get out of college? Is he just out of college?
He got drafted in 2023.
And is this his first stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was here for a few games last year and then this year.
Right. So he's here.
Yeah.
Now, where do guys that play for the Tampa Tarpons, where do they go if they graduate from here? This is single A ball. Where do they go then? Where's the next stop? Is it Scranton, Lummy?
I think it is. I don't think it's Trenton.
I don't think they have double A ball anymore, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Actually, one of my buddy is play-by-play for the Yankees Double A team.
So
they're like the Patriots or something. I don't know. I see it coming up all the time.
Somerset Patriots in Massachusetts.
So hold on now. So each major league team has a single, a double, and a triple A.
Yeah, they got an advanced day too.
Okay.
Which is Hudson Valley.
What does that wiggle in between what?
A and double A. Like if you're not that, you're good enough to get out of A,
is
but not good enough to double A. Is the
talent that finite that you can break it down 3 different ways of levels before you make it to the bigs?
Yes.
Wow.
Because then you got the triple A in Scranton.
Like who are some of the guys that never played in the minors or had like the
I feel like we talked about this once. I feel like Bryce Harper might have shot through or something like that.
I think he played in the minors.
Yeah, for a short time though. I mean, there's some guys they'll shoot right through and they'll get to the majors by the time they're 20. I mean, some guys need to stay down there for 5-6 years before they're ready.
They really do, won't they? Some of them will spin. I mean, like guys that go on to be huge major league stars sometimes have spent, 3-4 years in the minors.
Well, I mean, they're signing 17-year-olds. I mean, when they do international signings and all that, they're signing 17-year-old kids that come over. And I mean, think about it. You're in the minors for 5 years. You're only 22.
Right.
So I mean, it makes sense that they have you down there. But
you're a punk ass kid and don't know, you gotta learn. You gotta learn.
Yeah,
learn life.
But then there's people like Paul Skeens was the number 1 draft pick last year. I mean, he's already in the majors this year dominating.
Oh, and he was last year's first pick?
Yeah.
Pitcher?
Yeah.
So, Seth, thank you. I'm excited for the interview.
Yeah, he was a cool kid.
And then, Lummy, this is a picture of the women of the BRN. They did a podcast yesterday. Seth engineered it. That's going to be coming out soon. Following let me kind of just looking at our Twitter, some stories.
Yeah.
I want to put on the air. And
what's this?
Well, wait till you see this.
It's this chick that you're supposed to be like Miss Rachel.
And here's what I want to ask you, Seth. Okay, and I want you to, because you're, you and Phoebe probably parent differently than some parents. I guess everybody parents differently, and I mean you've already taught Sammy. To be very financially savvy. She's very financially savvy. Your child is.
Right.
And, she's probably more financial savvy than most of her people her age.
Sure.
And so how mad, and your kids, when you send them to school, you're hoping that the teachers are not a bunch of weirdos and they're just kind of, like you, and they want their kid to learn, his, cognitive skills, writing skills, speech skills, when they're in their formidable years of first grade through fourth grade, where they're really learning stuff. They're learning to read, they're learning to write, they're learning math, and they're also learning themselves. But learning yourself used to be a whole lot different than the way it is now. The way you learned yourself back in the day was, you hung out with certain kind of people. If you like those people, you'd go maybe hang out with some different people. But people that are similar seem to get attracted to each other. So, if there was a nerd that liked basketball cards, Seth might be attracted to him. Not attracted to him physically, but I want to be his friend because he likes the same things I do. Like, let me, when I was in like 3rd and 4th grade, there was this kid named Carl Ottersberg, and he was really into comic books.
Okay.
Like, he was into, like, you know, but he wasn't a nerd. Like, he was kind of a badass dude, but he was into comic books. And he had like 4. Me and Larry Plummer, we weren't into comic books. We were into looking up the girls' skirts at resets and playing, you know, dodgeball and basketball.
Not bad.
Carl Ottersberg would have his group of little dudes underneath the tree, and they'd all be looking at their little comic books. You know, so everybody has their own super cliques. And that's where kids really start to develop. And I don't know if I have a child that's little Sethy's age, and she's being taught this. I don't know if this is what I want as a parent. And I might flip out on this.
Are kids getting taught stuff off TikTok at school?
Hold on now.
Hi, friends. Today we're going to talk about something super important. What it means to be transgender.
I think, Lummy, there are some teachers that are teaching this.
There have been secret cameras that have showed that teachers are teaching stuff like this.
It's a big word, but I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn? The first thing I want you to do is close your eyes. Now think.
Now, I want to say this so I don't get in trouble. I don't have a problem with a person that feels as if they're transgender, or if a boy feels on his own that he feels like a girl. Like, you know, back in the day, they'd be like, listen, snap out of it, buddy. But, Dad, I'm a girl. No, you're not. You're a boy. Shut up. You got baseball in a half an hour. You just couldn't do it.
Did kids get talked down?
Yeah, that's what I would have said, Dad, I feel like a girl. He would have said, yeah, well, that's great. You got baseball practice in a half an hour. You better pedal your ass on your bike and get there. Don't be late.
Sleep that off.
All right, sleep that off. You're a catcher. I mean, you're literally, you know, a catcher. Like, how can you not? How can you want to be a girl? Get the hell out of here. No girls. You got a sister. Her name's Tara. So, I mean, I almost have a problem. Now, I don't want this. Now, again, this is a very slippery slope with regards to First Amendment. So I'm a huge advocate of that. And so maybe I don't appreciate the First Amendment until you disagree with something, and I disagree with this. So that's how I should really appreciate the First Amendment, because this person's allowed to do what they. But what I do under the guise of First Amendment, Lummy, is not harmful or propaganda towards children.
Correct.
And I feel this, wherever it's being distributed, feels somewhat propaganda-ish. And I would hope that you parents are not letting your kids look at this type of stuff. Because it's just not. Let me play it for you.
Hi, friends. Today we're going to talk about something super important. What it means to be transgender. It's a big word, but I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn? The first thing I want you to do is close your eyes. Now think.
Now think about it. If you're 6 or 7, you're doing this. This is what you're doing. You're closing your eyes now.
Do you feel like a boy, a girl, or a little bit of both?
Oh, my.
Do you have your answer? Great. Now I want you to imagine that everyone keeps telling you that you're something else, even though in your heart you know who you are.
So what she's saying is, what this guy said, whoever, saying is, even though your dad's saying you're a boy, you're a boy. You're a boy. You got a penis, you're a boy. In your heart, you think that you're a girl, so you need to go with that.
This is tough. It's one thing to do like a video of like acceptance. It's another thing to do like, hey, take the test to find out if you're trans or not.
It's another thing if it has an instructional video for you to play along with, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for real. Like, I mean, as much as I want to say this is okay for the First Amendment country that I live in, I want to say this is borderline almost child trafficking, Stockholm / propaganda.
That make you sad inside? People who feel like this are transgender. And if you're not transgender, it's super easy to be friends with someone who is. Let's take our imaginary friend Theo, for example. One day you notice that Theo starts wearing girl clothes instead of boy clothes, and then they tell you that they want to be called Luna instead of Theo.
And what you don't understand is that Theo/Luna's got some kooky-ass parents that's allowing this whole thing, who your parents probably wouldn't align with.
Is so exciting for our friend Luna because they finally get to be their true self. And if you accidentally call Luna by their old name, make sure to say a big sorry and that you'll do better next time. As you can see, transgender people are just like you and me. They're our friends.
So, Bubba, this person puts, it's a TikToker, and I guess she gets called Sir a lot, and so she posts videos all the times, and that now she's trying to educate people to not misgender.
I'm telling you right now, man.
So, I sent you the video first thing.
You got more skin in this game than I do because the people they're targeting are children your daughter's age, and so I don't really have a dog in the fight. You being a parent, how do you feel about this?
Well, I mean, let me just, before I speak on being a parent, let me just tell you, when I was being a barista at Kawa, there was I think I talked about this. There was a conversation the manager had to have with me because we had a trans barista. But it wasn't a he or a she, it was a they or a them. So the conversation was to make sure you never address them as he or she because it's a them. So sometimes
the manager takes you aside to try to so that person doesn't get their feelings hurt, to really dial you in on how you address that person based on how that person identifies.
Yeah, now this was a female becoming a male who looked very much like a male, but we had to do they or them because from what he said, it is incredibly offensive if I was like, oh, thanks, dude, or something like that.
like you would.
Well, I mean, just as we say, oh, hey, man, I called, when I was doing the podcast with all the girls yesterday, I'm like, hey, guys, if I did something like that could be a problem. So whenever I was working with, they or them, I had to really make sure I wasn't that high so I wouldn't make a huge mistake. So as a parent, Bubba, I mean, look, I'm limited. We have limited with what our daughter can see online and stuff like that. But
wouldn't you be disturbed if Sammy ran across that and your daughter ran across that and now start asking these questions because she's in the age now where she just soaks up everything, and then she's going to ask a question about it if it intrigues her.
Yeah,
and she's going to ask you or Phoebes about these. What if little Seth, he goes, hey, Daddy, I was watching a video today and it told me to close my eyes and it was a girl, but it was really a boy, and it told me that I could be a girl or a boy and everything. But that's not even stuff you want to even be talking about.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll be like, that video is just a joke. You're a girl.
There you go.
But I mean, she identifies as a girl because she is sometimes insecure about, she likes cars a lot, and she's like, oh, I know it's like a boy thing to really like cars. I was like, no, girls can like cars too. So she's got the difference of a boy and a girl with really nothing in between right now. As a 7-year-old probably should.
But here's the deal: this is where we've gone wrong. Back in the day, little Sethy was just a tomboy. She's a cute girl, but liked to do some boy stuff, and we called that a tomboy. Didn't mean that she was a tomboy. She was a girl that could do guy stuff. Sometimes
play sports.
Yeah. Listen, me in my neighborhood, we had 2 tomboys. One was Lori Howard, and one was Shannon Blackford, and they weren't as good as us, but they were good enough for us to put them on opposing teams, and they canceled each other out, and we got to look at a couple pretty girls while we played baseball.
Not bad.
Right?
Yeah.
So, they weren't out playing dolls and having little tea parties, but they were both very attractive, but sporty. And so, when we were playing football, we never let them play football. But we let them play basketball with us when we played baseball, because we didn't have that big of an area. I mean, we couldn't use a baseball. We had to use a tennis ball.
Oh, okay.
So, and we would use a tennis ball. That way, if it hit Louis Bouse's dad's garage, which was kind of deep center field, it wasn't going to hurt it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We even tested it where we threw it against Louis Bouse's dad's window. When you're a kid, when you do, that could have gone really south with us.
Could have gone.
But we threw it 4 times, a real high fly, what it would be like, and it hit Louis Bouse's dad's window 3 times, and it didn't even, it wasn't, a tennis ball didn't have that much umption. on the backside of a center field Willie. So we would those were just little Sethy was called a tomboy, and tomboys were cool, and tomboys went on to be beautiful women, but they just were tomboys, and they were cute, and they were good at sports.
And just so before we jam my daughter into a tomboy category, she does dance, dive, gymnastics. So
but tomboy was kind of a compliment to a girl. Nobody was taking your girliness away. They were just kind of paying you a compliment, being like, hey, she can kind of hang out with the boys on some stuff.
I haven't heard tomboy in years. I mean, I know
we've taken that out, and we've put things like transgender, queer, binary, non-binary, like that. We've taken the simplicity of a girl being a little boyish and made it just used to be a cute little tomboy, and now we've taken and made that into something very disturbing. Right?
We've turned that into Miss Rachel, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we've turned that into, a tomboy now we've turned into 5 different things. Trans, non-binary, binary, right? No, back in the day, it was just that girl's a tomboy. She's hot too, man. She can ride a horse, man. Can you imagine how she could ride you? Woo! That's what we would do.
I just wish that, if Miss Rachel is becoming a woman, I just wish she would fully invest in the other parts of the surgery that you need to become a woman, whether it's her voice or her face or anything like that. Miss Indonesia and all that. When they get everything cut off and they look like a real woman.
Well, hold on, that one wasn't Miss Rachel. She was dressing up like Miss Rachel.
She was dressing up like what?
Miss Rachel.
Is Miss Rachel an actual girl?
Miss Rachel is a very popular children's I
don't know what's going on.
So now they're
that's the whole thing. That's kind of the problem.
My daughter just watches Basset Hound videos.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want your daughter watching this stuff because it's propaganda. It really is. I mean, it's the wrong kid that doesn't have necessarily the strongest parenting rolls upon something like that. This kid's mind's all messed up now. Am I this? Am I that? What am I this? Am I that? Can I change if I don't like it? Right?
The real Miss Rachel has 10 million subscribers on YouTube and does toddler learning videos.
Can you send me? Can you send me?
Yeah, she's not transgender.
So is this a joke? Did they do this as a joke?
Yeah, they did it to kind of rip her off.
Okay.
As transgender. The one is married with kids.
So the guy that we watch,
the internet's too weird, man.
I just sent it to you, Bubba. The real Miss Rachel.
Here's what the internet's requiring now, Seth. Ready? Here's what the internet is now requiring you to do. You have to fact check everything you get on the internet in fear of it not being necessarily what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
This lady does pretty well.
All right. So this woman here,
it's good.
Miss.
Kids.
Now, Miss.
We got to get her on the show. We got to get her YouTube rub.
Miss Rachel. This girl here, she's a girl.
Yes.
She's not trying to be anything other but a girl.
Correct.
And she's got this big, huge following on YouTube. Her name's Miss Rachel, and it's something that you would turn on for your kid, your little kid. This is like what Barney and Bob the Builder and Dora the Explorer back when my kids were growing up.
Yeah, she does lessons.
Remember what were those? The Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
Remember are the Wiggles still a thing?
No.
They can't be. They'd be 60-year-old men now with tights on.
It's all about Bluey.
She got big during.
No, they're still a thing.
COVID.
They're still around. It's just new people.
Okay. She got big during COVID because she was actually doing lessons.
Who, Miss Rachel?
Teaching kids that weren't going to school?
Yeah, she got big last 5 or 6 years is when she started popping up.
This bitch here?
Yeah. It's an empire now.
She looks like she's 40 trying to be 20.
They're so still. Are they ill? Wake up.
You think she's a freak in the sheets?
Yeah. She teaches sign language too, which is nice.
Shine down on, won't you shine down on? Please shine down on me.
This is weird. It's kind of weird.
Can you pretend to be a banana with me? Go like this and pretend you're a banana. Wow.
Do it, Bubba.
Okay, are you ready?
Let me get ready to be
Bananas unite. Peel, bananas, peel, bananas, peel, bananas, peel,
And she's rich.
She is.
Oh, she's richer than all of us times 100
Oh yeah.
together.
Her YouTube check every month, dude.
10 million
Got 10
subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, her.
Look at that one's got 101 million views.
Yeah, come
I mean,
on.
honest
2
to God,
months ago.
Seth, her YouTube check.
Jeez.
Her YouTube check could be $1 million a month.
Well, think about it too. It's these parents who put it on all day.
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
it's an hour and a half
Yeah.
long.
Right. So, like, the average, like our average video, somebody will watch for 7 minutes.
2-year-old's not going to know how to skip a YouTube ad.
No, they don't know how to do nothing. They just keep propping them up. Oh, Lummy, we want to learn first words?
Yeah.
Mama.
She shows sign language too, which is good.
But this is great because, like, you got to teach your kid this stuff. And I hate, mama, dad, like, it's just, you got to.
Yeah, the kid learns it from their mom and their dad when they're calling them mom and dad.
I know, or if you're horny and
this
you
bitch
need to
ain't breaking news with mama.
If Phoebe all of a sudden said, "Take me like the gorilla that you are," when we have to find something for little Sethy to do, put on, or she
FaceTime your nana.
But this lady, she does sign language.
Shut up. We're listening to it.
Mama.
Okay, Papa, it's like an horror.
Mama.
How about the chick in the video, Lummy? That's what I'm talking.
Grouper Lip said Nick the gun guy watches this all day long.
Here's his walker.
Dada. Dada.
But the sign language is good. I mean, that's nice.
Is that what dada is? Just your hand up your head?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Grandma.
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 God, I would just tell her just to leave the overalls on and to go to town on me.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Like instructional videos, like how to put air in a Ford Fusion, because people go and watch that shit all the time. And then these kids videos, like there's got to be something that can catch on.
I know something that would catch on, but I can't say that.
Hey, did you get the Rosie O'Donnell thing I sent you?
Yep, on my flat.
Okay.
Yeah, her kid.
Her kid's non-binary or 10 or something.
It seems like a lot of kids in Hollywood are.
I just.
Well, no, they showed because I saw what you had.
Yeah.
And then I clicked over to something else or something, and it was showing like I don't know, it was like 6-7 actresses or.
They have like non-binary kids and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. That's why people hate Hollywood. What up, Kostika? My daughter's had fuck videos. I mean, okay, that's not bad. My daughter's had videos where she said fuck that are out. What up, Kabuki? Oh man. What up, Semi-auto? Nope, no one's been to Bubba Raceway Park. Not even Big Papa Kush. What's up, Brian? What's up, 305? Operation Pigmentation's out. Make sure you guys listen to it when you're done with the show. I really honestly got to pull the nose up on this month. I don't know what's going on. Got some more good stuff coming out, though, for you guys.
So we're at.
What's up, Jay Bowler, Aaron Lynch, Johnny Z, Fat Pig. Hey, Maria.
We're into 6.
Great job yesterday. What's up, Powwow?
This is break 6.
Thanks, Longwood. Nobody really tells you. Nobody tells you.
I'm not trying to talk you out of it.
Nobody ever tells you you're doing a great job.
When you said we're going into
Not
6,
your kid.
that's
Nobody tells you you're doing a good
that
job.
didn't change, and I told Lummy.
What's up, April? Did you get my email, April?
So that means
I gotta double check what
Chris?
segment he's on, what he sent over.
Okay. Let me know, buddy.
Because I believe we just finished 5.
Nick, pretty soon, man. I think there's just been. I think once I get past this weekend, I should be pretty free. I'll see you on Saturday, Felix.
And who sent me? Oh, that's just.
Oh shit, Hoss! I'm losing fucking downloads because I'm gonna fucking shut Rio's stream down. What's up, Chris? I'm just kidding. What's up, Travis? Thank you, Chris. All right, cool, April. I'm glad. We're still waiting on the shipment. What up, Afterbirth? What up, GR?
No, you're right. We're on time, Bubba. I'm just an R.
I thought he was talking about the time because Bubba, you've been really good on time.
Well, no, it didn't click over after the first day. Like it was. I don't know why it took.
What's up, Bloomin' Onion?
Don't worry about Lover. We got you.
What's up, Never Trust?
Go ahead and hit that fucking vape pen, Lover. Go ahead and take a fucking nice pull off that bitch and call it a day.
Anna, she's doing great, man. Howard Stern just hired her to be the new Robin.
Cowboy Days, 39, 600 bits.
I think Steel Toe hired her.
What was that?
What it do, redneck?
See that, Christopher. 305 Express, good morning. Get your tickets.
I found out No Name Willie's a pretty horny guy. Did you know that, Sponjo?
Not necessarily. I mean,
maybe you should let him get in the mix more when there's a cleavage fest.
No, I don't want No Name Willie up in the gut. My girl's gut.
No, not in the guts, just in the mix.
No.
What's up, Daniel?
I'm done doing all that shit. Oh, fuck.
Dude, I'm just saying, let him enjoy himself. Stop
Right,
putting him in the fucking corner.
He has a hot chick. Let him,
Z239.
let him enjoy his wife. Don't fucking do anything with mine.
No one's asking him to bang your wife. I'm just saying, let him enjoy the show.
On what show?
The Cleavage Fest.
Oh.
Bubba the Love Sponge. The only man that thinks ketchup is a food group. It's pretty tasty. Back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Today's podcast has already been released. Seth had a itchy podcast trigger finger. Operation Pigmentation. Starring Rio and Craig, or Craig and Rio.
It's a good one. They offered a different perspective on the rain out from Saturday.
No, they're not. No, they're not mad at us, are they?
No, they kind of turned my way of thinking around on it. They're very positive on the situation.
Well, what do they think about us quickly having to tear down to survive our? Like, do they know that we were trying to survive our equipment?
Download the podcast and find out, Sponjo.
Shut up! Just tell me.
Were they mad? No, they weren't mad at all. They totally understand everything.
I mean, do they understand like we just didn't leave at the first sign of a sprinkle? Like we had,
What are you eating, man?
A banana.
We hung on for a while.
Yeah, we thought, we're like, okay, we're okay. And then I knew we were screwed when one of the mailboxes that had, those clear mail letter boxes that we put cords and stuff in.
Yes.
It goes floating by me. I'm underneath the tent. It goes floating by me and out to the street.
Well, I
meaning we got that much water that's coming through our area. I think all of us we were at least ankle deep in water.
Yes. Well, and it wasn't helping. Every time I'd have to dump the water from it was getting toward the electronics.
Down the Latin Sun's roof. It's just an industrial, commercial, flat roof, and the rain just comes right off the side. I don't think they got a gutter system.
They did not know.
The rain is. This is just an absolute downpour. It's filling the corners of our tent up. So we have to keep emptying those too. So then we're like, listen, we've got to cut and run. We've got to cut bait and go.
Because that TV was right where one of the puddles keep going.
Have we tested the TV to see that?
Yeah, the TV's good.
TV's good.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on the power supply for the cash cube.
Yeah, for the fans.
So yesterday after the girls of the BRN podcast. I was going to come over and train. It's about the time. So I came over here to the studio, and it's when Heather Wiz and Ashley and Merch Crick were leaving. Merch Crick stayed.
They were all talking, and Walker was admiring the view.
So everything was, from what I've been told, before I got there, everything was great.
So yeah,
Right?
so he was having a good time, and someone put split up the fun.
Seth, I want you to be my friend, and I want you to answer the question as my friend, not trying to get a giggle or something.
Friend, not foe.
Okay?
Yes. I want to be serious.
If you're the boss at a business, and you know,
I have been, like when I owned St. Pete Legend.
Okay, so you're a boss at St. Pete Legend.
Yes.
And you got a couple, you got a staff that works for you.
I had nobody. It was just me and Phoebe.
Okay. Just be Seth Clem.
Okay.
And you're running this business, and you want a good. Listen, for the first time in a long time, I think every one of my employees likes me. I don't really think there's anybody that wants me to fail or wants to, steal money from me, or I think I got a bunch of great people here that all get along. There's always been for such the longest time like a negative. There's always been like a negative aspect to the BRN where one particular person doesn't like another one. Like I've had that in my radio career here a lot. I mean, even dating back to, when we were at, 98 Rock, or the called the original morning show, which would be, me, Spice Boy, Brent, and Manson. That legendary lineup. There were still people that didn't like each other.
It's tough, though, man, especially in this job when you're with somebody, if you're locked in a room with them for 4 hours a day. I mean, I think there's going to be issues. There's going to be built up resentment. I now understand why people, left our favorite bands and stuff years ago, because they were tired of, being around all these guys, or, for whatever reason, or they wanted to, go do something else. So
yeah, can you imagine being on a tour bus? Now, we know how much we're together in a little room, but be on a tour bus for a year. Whew. With 5 dudes that are genuinely your friends, but you get tired of after, they wear you out.
That's why guys take breaks. You're like, when's the album coming out? It's like, well, I haven't talked to the guitarist in 17 years since we got off tour, but, we could pick it up or right where we left off if I call them.
Yeah. So anyway, you're Seth Clem, and for the first time in your career, your long career, you have a staff that, Lummy likes Rhett likes you like Lummy. Macho likes everybody. I like everybody. There's nobody that's coming to me and talking smack about another one. Like I used to have to be in the middle of I'd be like, stop, would you just quit it? Just let it go. And you're trying to get people fired and all kinds of just craziness.
That's because you have that baby back bitch as your engineer.
So.
Well, you should have seen back in the day. Ooh, what I saw.
What do you mean?
Back in serious days. Everyone was trying to get people fired.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because
there was clicks.
There were back in the day. But anyway, so we don't have that anymore. We literally don't have that anymore. And it's so good for me. And it just, I don't know. It's really just, I'm so thankful that everybody gets along. So in doing so, as if you're the boss, like for instance, me and Ashley, we get I think your wife likes me.
Yes, she does.
And I like her.
Perfect.
I don't think, I just think that I think she likes me.
She does.
Now, but Dan's wife hates me. Whereas Seth, I think Phoebe likes me.
Yes.
I think she likes me.
Yes.
And so, Rhett, I don't know what your girlfriend, and you haven't been with her really that long enough for her to really know me, but I mean, probably. You don't have a lot of, Bubba's a real dick. I hate him. I hate my job. I hate work. I mean, she probably doesn't hear that at work. At home.
No.
So I think you like me.
Yeah, of course.
And so
I don't think Rhett would be doing the rock show, and I don't think people would be doing extra work if they didn't like you.
No, I know. So since I finally got my entire staff liking me, and for the majority of their significant others, now I'm taking it down to the kids. So I'm like, you know what? I've had a few little interactions with Sethi, and she's cute as hell. And, like, I think she genuinely knows that her daddy works for me and she's cool to me. Like, she's cool to me.
Yeah, she's come to the game, everybody, so bring your cash.
She shook me down for $10 at Tate's, but...
Yeah, she walked out with 55 that night. We did well. We're looking to walk out with 100 from the Tarpons game.
She's cute. she, if I was to... I think it would be kind of weird. I think she's too big to pick up. I think she's too old of a child.
Yeah, don't pick up my kid.
No, and I'm
random.
Just don't pick. Don't.
I'm saying that a kid gets to a point where it's not. You can't pick them up anymore.
Yeah, when they're 13.
And Seth, and little Sethy is not my kid, and you could probably pick her up, but I'm not going to try to pick her up.
Yeah, she likes to be picked up.
But but Walker, Lummy's kid, is certainly, and Lummy, up a year. I'm like, when he was a baby, he would let me pick him up.
Yeah.
Hold on. But for like the last 3 times, your son flips out when he sees me.
Well, there's a common denominator. I kind of was thinking about this because he was excited.
Trying to get your kid out of trouble because your kid's got major heat with me right now.
Oh, I sent you. I sent you the other video too. Like before we got in there, when we were kind of just hanging out, and he was so like, he knows who you are. He was happy. I think it's because he was having such a good time with, the merch crick. He says,
Your hand was almost on Ashley's boob, Bubba.
I think, but then you got to think, they were sitting around like in a little circle, and then you rolled up, and then everyone got up and left.
Here's when he's in the car, and you're getting ready to bring him into the building.
Yeah.
Bubba? No. Is that where Bubba is? Is that where the flying duck is?
He's excited. He's
Do you want to say hi to Bubba?
No, hold on. No.
See, but he's like me. He's afraid of you, Bubba, because...
Why? Hold on. Are you?
He can feel the fear from his father.
Are you teaching your kid? So this, like,
you can just feel it, Bubba.
Like, honest to God, this, like, I'm
to shine of respect.
I'm sad. I'm sad about this.
No, to be honest,
now, hold on.
different.
Let me play it before. Let me play. So I'm trying to hold him, and he keeps punching me. So I act like I'm punching him back, like just like a little trying to be playful thing. And well, I'll just let you watch it. And then, and listen, this is only 2 pieces. We don't have the other footage, Lummy, of when I initially picked him up, and he had the most high, like it literally, his scream was so curling. It was like somebody cut his leg with a chainsaw off. It was that bad, was it not?
Bubba, do you put yourself, because I've done this now that I've had a daughter, do you put yourself in the situation, like, of the kid, where when you were a kid and there was older, men or women's, like, coming to touch you, kind of always freaked you out a little bit?
No.
Okay, all right.
Say, this is what I've been thinking about.
Let me play it.
Back on him that Bubba doesn't come around enough.
Oh, Bubba, what?
Whoa. He went counting on him.
Are you going to give him a present?
It's okay. Hey, calm down.
He gives it to me back, though.
I know.
That's a mean left jab.
Yeah, I mean, he hates me.
No, so, Bubba, you want...
Hold on, Lummy. What on earth could you say?
I'm telling you what my kid's thinking.
Oh, you don't know, Lummy.
I know everything.
Lummy, you know what you want your kid to think to get you to, so that I don't feel so bad about myself, but it's not the truth. Seth will call it out in a New York Minute. Go ahead. What is it?
All right, he does it to me when I come home, when he usually has the nanny's daughters over there. He was hanging out with the girls. He was having a lot of fun. He was kind of filling up on Merch Crick's boobs. And
is he that much of a pred? Is he already that much of a...
he was kind of hanging out. And then everyone got up and kind of moved away from what he was, he was kind of just having fun. And so I think he thought you kind of broke up the party. You were the third wheel. He was having fun with the women.
This kid here hates me, which gives me an unbelievable sad complex.
And that Bubba doesn't come around enough.
See, I'm just patting his little back.
Come around enough.
Just patting your little back, buddy. Nope. Nope.
You should have stayed away then, Bubba. That was the warning shot.
With a hit. Well, I want to come in and like be funny guy. Like let's play punch. So watch, ready, come in.
He went counting on him.
I told Merch Crick, we better watch out because the CPS might come and say that I'm child hitting. Bubba's hitting a child.
Yeah, we shouldn't publish this.
Hold on. They're going to probably, the haters are going to make this punch look like they'll AI
They're going to fake clip it.
They're going to AI it, and they're going to make Walker fall out of Ashley's hands?
He would count
I want to make it seem like
that first punch.
Are you going to give him a present?
yeah, but
That's pure hate. That's pure hate.
That's not a good noise they make.
I know, and what I'm saying
He gives it to me back, though.
I know.
He gives them back.
So what I'm saying is like, man, how would you feel if you're me, the kid? I give that type of vibe off to a kid. I mean, kids don't lie. That I mean, they can't. They really can smell a good vibe.
Don't worry. At the Tarpons game, he's gonna be loving you. Or else.
We throwing baseballs at him.
Or else. I just think, Bubba, you need to wait until he's old enough for Lemmy to brainwash him into loving you like Lemmy loves you.
He already does love Bubba. He loves watching the show.
It's sad. It just makes me feel bad. Like, listen, little kid, I employ your father. First of all,
yeah, he definitely understands that.
Secondly, your dad likes me, and your mom likes me. So why are you throwing this little fit here? Because I've given you no reason not to like me. Like I've never scared you or went or anything. Like I'm just Bubba.
Can you act like Blimpy, maybe?
What do you mean act like Blimpy?
Blippy?
Yeah, Blippy. The kids love Blippy.
Yeah.
Show me how Blippy acts, and I'll have to see if I can act like Blippy. So now you're saying, let me, I just can't, be a Bubba
Rolling
around
up
your
as
kid.
Bubba the Love Sponge?
I got to roll up as Blimpy.
I think if you just do the Miss Rachel banana technique, you'll be all right.
No. I don't want to teach Walker to close his eyes and think that he's a girl.
No, that's not Miss Rachel, though.
Oh.
That's
the banana
fake one. The one do the sign language.
Yeah,
I sent you
peel the
Blippy.
banana. Peel the banana.
It'll make you want to shout, Blippi!
What is this, a Gen Z version of Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Oi! It's me, Blippi! Did you hear how...
I mean, yeah, this is Mr. Rogers, Gen Z.
Yep.
I said, oi?
I'm sorry, Pee Wee Herman.
He just doesn't have like talking chairs and stuff.
This is Pee Wee Herman, Gen Z.
Yeah, that's how you say, hey!
So let me ask you a question. Does Walker like Blimpy?
He occasionally likes it when he goes to the aquariums. Or the zoos.
Portuguese! Yeah, because
animals.
today I'm in Sao Paulo, Brazil! Yeah! Look at where I'm at! Yeah, Museo da Imaginação! This place is so much fun. It's a place where you can play and learn. Are you ready?
Is this the original
Yeah,
Blippy?
let's go!
Yes, it is.
Okay, he looks different.
He's actually doing better than Miss Rachel.
Hold on, Blimpy?
20 million subscribers on YouTube.
Oh my God!
You want to get into the kid biz, Bubba?
No. You imagined how controversial that would be if
No,
I'm going to start getting into the kid
Well,
biz.
we wouldn't have you be the
guy with the with the most volatile sex tape.
Hold on, that guy's had
that guy
a creepy
did.
sex tape.
No, Blippy's got a dark past.
He did scatological content.
So I could be like, hey, listen, Blippy did some stuff. I did some stuff.
That's right.
It's all
Yeah, he was
about
blackballed.
it's whether I'm being funny for your kid or not. It's whether your kid likes me, not you. I'm not just trying to teach your kids his ABCs.
But I'm thinking that we should drop the morning show. We should stream 4 hours a day, but we should also have like a kids division where you're not the face of it. Maybe we find some kid friendly people, but we finance it. We come up with the ideas, and then we just cash the checks.
That's what we could use FMB for.
Yeah, So we could actually be having
Paint the walls.
We could have a kid show, like because we're going to hire actors and stuff.
Yeah,
we hire like a Blimpy guy. We're going to hire maybe like a Rachel chick.
A lot of up and coming, child actors here in Tampa Bay.
While we're back here doing this show, we got the kid show going on back there. So we got the mom and dad money on the front side and the kid money on the back.
There used to be this station in Orlando when I was a kid called the Imagination Station, and they played kids music, and you called up and won stupid stuff. They had Sam and Eggs was the guy who did the morning show.
Right, Sam and Eggs.
I mean, we could do a whole thing, Sponjo.
Yeah, it's got to be better than what we're doing now.
Child labor is tricky territory.
Yeah, true.
Well, Bubba's been doing adult, labor with the Yacos.
The only guy to go from triple X to G. I mean, really.
Well, that's a good story, Bubba.
Triple X to G. And guess where I made more money? G.
There you go.
That stupid
Bubba
ABC.
turned his life around doing toy reviews on YouTube.
Hey, everybody. I have to develop a character.
Mr. Sponge.
Hey, it's Mr. Sponge with ya. It's Mr. Bubba with you.
Maybe you could be like the year-round Santa.
We're gonna teach you. We're gonna teach you how to count to 5 right now. 5. Yay! 5. 5. Here's one bowl. See, 1. This is 1. See, 1 bowl, 1 object, 1 thing. This is the 1. 1. Say it. 1. Now I got 2 bowls here. The same one there, plus another one. That's 2. 1, 2, 2. Can you say 2? 2. Yay!
Can I teach them something, Mr. Sponge?
Of course, Mr. Sethi. What would you like to teach the kids
All
out
right,
there?
kids.
Hold on, first of all, Mr. Sethi. Yay! Go ahead, Mr. Sethi. What do you have to tell the fine children?
All right, kids, before we learn about the number 3, I want to tell you a little something about what's going on in the Middle East. Don't turn out like Hamas.
Oh. Can we go to Lemmy at the farm?
Yeah, Mr. Sethi seems to be on some medication where he's not thinking straight. Let's throw it out to Mr. Green Jeans, Lummy himself. He's going to give us our farm report. Lummy, how are our goats doing out there?
Our goats are doing great. We have 2 goats.
Oh, yay for 2. And I heard that Mr. Tuttle, Kim Jong Tuttle, I heard that in our pond, he caught a fish yesterday.
He caught 1 fish.
1 fish. Yay.
Oh, is Mr. Sethi okay?
He's okay.
Can we send it back to him for his report?
No. He's taking a nap right now.
Well, no, I've got some stuff to say about Ukraine as well, and the border conflict. I'd like to talk about the border conflict.
Mr. Sethi, you don't seem to be on the same learning page we are. We're trying to learn fundamental skills.
Well,
not
nobody
how to hate people, Mr. Sethi.
You don't need to learn. Nobody's going to ask you to count to 10 in life unless you get pulled over. But you're going to need to learn about the border and how we're funding the Ukrainian war.
Okay, listen, kids, you don't
Are
know.
you going to end up like your weak-ass parents, stupid libs?
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Green Jeans, let me. I think it'd be a good time for a commercial.
Commercial time.
Yay!
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
In the corner of this Elon Musk story that Bubba has pulled up, it says Shannon Doherty seeks spousal support as charmed residuals dramatically decrease.
Yeah, I haven't seen Charmed on the TV lately.
I think it's probably syndicated in a bunch of places.
I've seen it on CW before, flipping to the channels.
CW came back, didn't it? I think CW's back.
CW, I think that's the WNBA.
Is this Belichick thing a fake or real?
I think it's real.
Of him leaving her apartment?
It's real from his the Ring camera.
But who put it out, man? Like,
maybe Bill Belichick just wanted to keep being in the news about how big of a pimp he is. Wanted to release it. I mean, why is he leaving the fucking house shirtless anyhow? That's right, drink 21.
all right, we got a Mint Mobile script, baby. Let's keep the good times rolling.
That's funny, and then his herpes.
I can be your hero, baby.
KW.
Phoebe said the person pretending to be Miss Rachel is very hated on social media.
She is. Because she goes around and then she makes these TikToks if you misgender her. And she like complains to the manager if the waitresses or waiters mess them up, mess up the. If they call her sir.
Oh man.
Trying to get people fired. Steve. Drake Trip 21. DDP for life.
FEJ, I just check eBay. I check eBay's sold. And if there's a handful, I'll kind of, average it out. I tend to put things up for sale on the lower side of what they sold for. They need to ban TikTok.
Massage nice.
You got it, BLN 240. Tuttle actually sent me a text yesterday thanking me for whatever I've been able to do for him here, which was very nice.
Fun City, 59.
Great show to you, Fetus.
He's the biggest Longhorn Steakhouse groupie. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Man, I've really enjoyed today's show. I've actually enjoyed the last 2 days of just being us.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, hold on. Yesterday was Tuttle.
But he feels like one of us because he's a radio guy.
Yeah, Let me, I'm trying to get a hold of Tyler Erb.
Oh, yeah?
My good friend, and I sponsor his car. I give him a little bit of money to run Bubba Army stickers on his car. I became really close with him last year at my track when he was doing a couple testing sessions, and it was just me and him and his crew there, and we got to talking, and I found out about how he lost his father, and we talked about how my son and I aren't doing so well, and we just really bonded, and me and Tyler Erb, I think I had him on with Devin Moran a while back, and Rhett, the show did great. And so Rhett's actually encouraged me. It's like, man, any of those dirt dudes, if you want to do an after show or something like that, they all do well. They got such a super following, such a small little niche that you really get good viewership. So I'm really good friends with the number one best motorsports, Tyler Erb, Tyler Turbo Erb, number one. He's won 4 in a row, Lummy, on this Hell Tour, this tour that him and my son are on.
That's big.
My son really hasn't been competitive. This is the 5th race, and I think the best that he's finished, he didn't make a couple features. He missed 2 features, and then he made a feature, I think, 2 nights ago and finished 6th, which is pretty damn good. And then it looks like here, Lummy, this is the last lap on the heat.
Yeah.
And my son is my son's fast, and he puts a slider on my buddy Herb, and completely takes out Herb, and then because Tyler caused the incident, he has to go to the back, and it pretty much ruined Tyler Herb's chances of winning a record 6th Hell Tour races in a row. So here's the incident.
Flag back out again, top 4 to the show. See if Kai Blight can roll back around.
I mean, if I'm just going to be an honest race fan, to me it looks like Tyler has found something on the bottom and is getting more grip right now on the bottom. This is the last lap. So if you're going to make this move, you're going to make it here. Because Lummy, if you make it a lap before this, then and the slider goes through, Herb has a chance to re-slide you.
I got you.
So you can only got one. You got to slide. You got to slide going into 4 if you're going to do it.
Matt Furman able to handle it. Here comes Clem. Tyler Clem took a look down to the bottom. White flag will be out this time by Tyler Clem to the lead. Heads up. Oh boy, trouble here in turn number 4. 1 to go this time by.
So I don't know, and let me maybe chat will help us, but I don't know. Was that a dirty slider? Was it a slider that's just a racing deal, or is it a slider that Tyler Herb himself, if he was following Bobby Pierce or Jonathan Davenport on the last lap, last corner, is that the same kind of slider that Tyler Herb puts on a guy? I think that's it.
Everyone's saying it's a racing deal.
It could wear, but you can see where I'm stuck. I'm kind of stuck in the middle here. And talk about great great content. If I texted Tyler Herb because I'm trying to frantically get him on before 10 o'clock. Lemmy,
yeah, that'd be great.
And I'm like, hey, would you come on the air to talk about the incident that you and Tyler got into last night? I will, but I'll back whatever you decide. Like, I'm not here just to stick up for my son. My son hasn't talked to me in 2.5 years. Like, he hates me, but I still love him. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I was to be intellectually honest with you, Lummy, I mean, it's a pretty damn badass move that you're putting on the guy that's won 4 in a row. I mean, you take that spot. Just happens to be that spot your dad's buddy. So what's chat saying? For
YouTube says it's just racing. I think it's about a 99% on YouTube, and Rumble is more of Tyler saw Bubba Army stickers, saw red. He was trying to rub the Bubba Army stickers off. One said Herb got a little too high in the corner.
I have had a few of my friends say, and this is really, really bad if this is the case. So 2 nights ago, Tyler Herb says Bubba Army in victory lane, right?
Yes.
And Tyler Herb's got Bubba Army stickers on his car. I would hope that Tyler, that was a racing deal, and you put a slider on the leader on the last lap to win a heat race, and it had nothing to do with you driving him dirty and trying to put a nose on him because he has your father that you hates bumper stickers on his car. Like, if that's really a thing, like if that's for real, that's kind of chicken shiz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it ruined his chances.
Like, that's kind of chicken crap. The only acceptable answer from my son would be like, listen, Dad, just like you taught me, if I'm going in, if I have a chance to win the race on the last corner, I sail it in there, and it's their responsibility to hit the brakes. They can re-slide me, but you better hit the brakes. Dad, that's what you taught me. That's what I did. Had nothing to do with Bubba Army. I could care less. I hate Bubba Army. I hate you. Thank you.
Jeez.
It's just going to be interesting to see, because there's a 50-50 shot whether Tyler Herb thinks it was, Tyler Herb could be like, man, that was dirty. That was absolutely dirty. He went there and drove right across my nose, didn't lift, drove right across my nose. That's bullcrap. And you know what, Tyler Clem, you got one coming. You got one coming. Because let me tell you something, Tyler Herb does keep score. If he tells you, Lummy, you got one coming, you got one coming.
Yeah.
So
get ready.
What better forum to discuss this potential situation than my show?
Exactly.
A guy that sponsors Herb and is the father of Tyler Clem, who doesn't speak to me anymore.
And he was going to talk to Tyler for you, right?
Yeah. He said by the end of the tour, I'm going to mosey on down to his hauler, ask him to follow me, and go to a secluded area, over by, wherever. There's like a million different places at a track that you can go under a shade tree and talk to him. And Tyler Erb is going to tell my son, hey, listen, bud, you only get one dad in life. And I lost my dad last year, and I'd give anything in the world to have another day with him. Maybe you don't like your dad. Maybe you don't see eye to eye with your dad. But, man, don't hate your dad. Don't shut your dad out of your life. Your dad is a big reason as to why you're doing a lot of these things. And Tyler would, I don't know how receptive Tyler would be to that. You may tell Tyler Erb, whatever. I'm still going to put a slider across your nose, buddy. Hey, listen, Tyler, my son, Tyler, if this gets back to you, I wouldn't want to get into a pissing match with him.
No.
I don't think that you have the skill set. He will hook you every time and not hurt his car and put you in the wall. He is that good. He's that calculated, and his team is that well funded. So I would, if I was there, Lummy, and he was driving for me, I would make sure that he went down to Tyler Erb's hauler last night and said, hey, you know what? I didn't mean to drive across your nose like that. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know I took you out. That's what I would have had him do. That way nobody can say, otherwise it's unfinished business.
That true.
Right?
Yeah, you got to make up.
At that point, Tyler Erb's like, he'll be like, hey, Tyler Erb's fought everybody in the pits. He'd probably tell Tyler, that was a chicken crap move, and you got one coming to you. But thank you for apologizing. You just got one. You only got one coming to you. I'm not going to wear you out for all 26 remaining races. I'm not going to wear you out. I could, but you came down here, you manned up, you apologized, and you know what? You just got one coming. That's it, just one. Boom. Speaking of which, here's what I don't understand. Is there anybody that's running our country, or is there anybody that is in charge of the president, or is there anybody that can talk to the president, or is there anybody that can talk to the chief of staff of the White House and say, listen, Americans, it is an absolute crap show, coast to coast. Red, blue, just immigration, inflation, the big COVID nonsense, it's just we're really not perceived globally as a very strong country right now.
No.
Our leader is perceived as a senile grandpa that poops his pants. And so, but I'll tell you this, if you take any of the matters that the American public or what us Americans are going through, here's what's at the top of our minds. Inflation, immigration. Listen, the abortion and all that stuff, that doesn't even really matter. But it does matter. But more people, and the immigration and the abortion and all the other issues that are the weaponization of the government and just all the issues that people could potentially have a stance red or blue on. Pretty much everybody thinks that we need to help Palestine get this war over so it can be done. And because the longer this war continues to go on, with the Palestinian/Israeli conflict that started, October 7th?
What, like 80 years ago?
Well, yeah, 80 years ago. But the latest flare-up is now. And we could really, and so the Israelis had a meeting at the White House yesterday. And, it was the Israeli diplomats and all that kind of stuff. They were going to sit down with the U.S. diplomats, and I'm sure that they were going to come up with some type of plan that maybe we could help Israel out and maybe get this thing resolved quicker than it is. And here's the deal. Strategically, let's not forget that the White House is preparing for a re-election, are we not?
Yes.
We're in re-election mode. And some people say that Joe Biden is pandering for re-election by letting virtually as many people as you can let into this country and signing them up somehow, way, shape, or form to vote. Let me tell you something else that would absolutely increase your popularity is if you did a definitive pro-Israel approach or announcement, or even had this meeting, didn't cancel this meeting. The headlines read, White House accuses Israel of pulling stunts over weapons deliveries, and it called off a high-level meeting with Israel after they decide that they think that Israel's playing these particular, these games. Can't somebody tell Joe, hey, Joe, you've got to be pro-Israel. That's the way the country is. Yes, there's these sleeper cells of these weirdos, these 23-year-old nose-pierced, Harvard stupid-ass kids that are going to amount to nothing. Yeah, there's a few kids that are trying to show out a little bit here and there, but the overall population, Republican and Democrat, doesn't matter, bud, they're pro-Israel. And the stronger we can be to back Israel and the quicker we can get this thing resolved, the better. You can take that to the bank. You can take that to the election bank. I am the one. Under my presidency, we stepped in and helped Israel stop this situation. There's a ceasefire now at the Gaza Strip. We have Hamas has released all of the Israeli prisoners. They're back. We're. I
mean, that'll stop it.
It would. If America could just talk Hamas into release all the Israeli prisoners, and it's over.
But they'll never do it, Bubba, because they won't have any leverage.
Because you don't got the president of the United States telling you that. When you got the slingingest dick, the big guy. The guy that's not pooping his pants and putting his denture slip in.
What would they get?
Instead, he'd be like,
if they listened to, if Joe Biden went over there and said, give them up their people, what would Hamas stand to gain from listening to the U.S.?
Here's what they stand not to gain. For us to absolutely carpet bomb the hell out of them. I will destroy you.
They won't because of the civilians, because that's their issue with Israel.
Then we will go in, and it's going to be a little bit. It's going to cost a little lives, but we're going to go in just like they went in and got those 7 real fast. Remember they went in, boom, boom, got those 7. Well, we're going to go in and we're going to do these missions to where we come in and get our guys. There's going to be some loss of life on the Israeli side, but we're going to get the majority of them. But then I'm just going to tell you right now, Hamas, the minute we get that last one out, or we have no more left, your country is going to be a parking lot. We will absolutely make sure you're exterminated at the cost of we don't care. And you know what? The president of the United States backing me. And we start getting United States airplanes up in the air, and you start getting our troops on the ground, stuff changes. So listen, Hamas, you dirty, stinky son of a bitches.
Well, it's Hezbollah too, Bub. I mean, there's so many.
Throw Hezbollah in there as well.
There's so many people.
I got messages for Hezbollah too.
Okay,
go back to my Hamas thing. Interchange that meeting into anybody. Iraq, you over there playing your stupid games. And I'm going to tell you this right now. When we come over there and kick your ass, we're not leaving our tanks this time. We're taking them. Bitches. What an idiot move. When we pulled out of Afghanistan, he left all of the equipment just for Hamas to go get. What do you think they're using against us? Stuff that we left in Afghanistan. We're so stupid.
Yep.
We pull out of a war and we leave our stuff so the bad guy can have it and then go back and screw with one of our allies with it. God, we're idiots. Well, it costs so much to bring it back. I don't care how much it costs. Why don't you open up a full-time military base over there somewhere and bring it and park it all over there, right? So we'll be ready to go help somebody because we got a badass, middle of everywhere situated base. We can within minutes be over and bombing your stupid ass country. Get into a seat. Listen. And so the president.
And what's your job, Bubba? Who are you?
I'm the guy that's talking to the president this morning. Joe,
Okay.
Let me, you be Joe. Joe. Some numbnut around here, I don't know if it was you or not, but canceled a real important meeting with Israel yesterday. We had all their big slinging D's over here. They're still over there at the embassy. They probably got like special apartments and stuff for dignitaries. They're still over there at the luxury apartments. We could probably salvage this and have them back today, but some numbnut canceled the meetings with all the Israeli important people, and that's really a bad look optically. The news is just taking it and running with it, saying that we don't want to support Israel and all this kind of deal. And Joe, quite frankly, you can't absorb that much more negativity. You're already hated. Joe, they hate you.
I like vanilla ice cream.
Joe, they hate you, and one of the things you could do, Joe, is to be a little bit more pro-Israel.
Alpha. Smell good.
I don't know if you're doing Gronk or you're doing. I mean, like, does somebody not tell? Hey,
no one tells him anything.
You dumbass. This country is pro-Israel. There's little sleeper cells of nonsense. Yeah, great. But you know what? There's a lot of important movers and shakers in New York and LA that are Jewish or Israel or pro-Israel. And those are the very people that we need to believe in your campaign. Donald Trump says he'd be over there bombing the hell out of them.
Did he say that?
No, but he should be.
Okay.
I mean, he should be like, hey, I just want to let you know right now, not only am I not going to tax the tips, but I got a tip for Hamas, and that would be play nice with Israel, and because if I get involved, it won't be nice. Okay, so I would say that you probably need to release all your prisoners, get everything back to normal, because on January 22nd, when I'm the president, I'm coming. We just like Dion, we coming, and we bringing our own luggage. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Man, Hamas would be like, man, we don't want that wild son of a bitch. I mean, we would rather fight Grandpa than this wild man, because the wild man's coming. He's coming.
I love when you get your accents mixed up when you're doing a whole thing. You got Hamas as black guys, and you got Donald Trump as Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Donald Trump, just want to let you know, Gaza Strip, Schmip, listen, Hamas. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have a whole different outlook than this sleepy guy. Yes, I am. I'm going to have a whole different outlook. I'm going to be pro-Israel. We're going to do everything that Israel needs to make sure that you Hamas people, very bad people, very bad, Hamas, very bad, that you are no longer able to do business the way you've been doing business. Say no more Hamas. That's right, no more Hamas. No tips on no taxes on the tips, and no more Hamas. It's got a good little ring to it, doesn't it? Yes, it does.
Bubba, I sent you when Trump killed they struck the general for the Iranian.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the comparison of when when Barack Obama announced that they had killed Saddam Hussein, or no, I'm sorry, Osama bin Laden?
Yeah.
And he was like real, real structured about it. But Donald comes out here, and when he kills the bad guy, and he has a whole different description of his bad guy. Here we go. Listen, I would just be sending this to the leader of Hamas and say, hey, this was the leader of ISIS that Donald Trump's talking about. This is what he's going to do.
It was Iran's top commander.
I know, but they love death, Bubba. Like the Hamas.
Hold on.
Thank you very much.
See, I like this approach better than the Joe approach.
Very much, and good afternoon. As president, my highest and most solemn duty is the defense of our nation and its citizens. Last night, at my direction, the United States military successfully executed a flawless precision strike that killed the #1 terrorist anywhere in the world, Qasem Soleimani. Soleimani was plotting imminent and sinister attacks on American diplomats and military personnel, but we caught him in the act and terminated him.
I mean, so
he's
Hamas,
freestyling this one too.
And here's the deal, man. If you're the leader of Hamas and you see Sleepy Joe give you some kind of deal, but this, you're like, man, this guy's a nut job. This guy could really, really take me out.
Under my leadership, America's policy is unambiguous to terrorists who harm or intend to harm any American. We will find you. We will eliminate you. We will always protect our diplomats,
service members, all Americans, and our allies.
There you go. Right there. Right there. What did he end it, Lummy, with the hardest enunciation? Our allies.
Our allies.
Israel, they're one of our number one allies.
All Americans and our allies.
Boom.
For years, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps.
All right, we've heard enough. I'm not trying to get too political here. I just don't think anybody knows what's going on at the White House because they could have this. They have the ability to have this very same speech.
How do you run for? I mean, like, how do you try to get reelected as president and handle all the business of a president?
I don't know.
I feel. I mean, I know there's other people that are important that make decisions and everything,
and try to cover your son's ass while trying to put the other guy in jail.
Right, especially while things don't appear to be going that great, at least like with the polling numbers and everything. So, and the vibe of the country doesn't seem to be, too favorable for Joe.
Not.
So,
It's not.
I can't imagine how spread thin the whole department is.
And here's
or
the
staff
deal, man.
or whatever.
And if they just look, what's defeating is if Trump will do a rally in New Jersey and there'll be like literally 27,000 people show up, like it's a madhouse. Joe does a rally in New Jersey, and it's like a retirement bingo hall. And there's like literally they got like 18 guys in wheelchairs roped off. Like that's it. This is Bill Belichick supposedly shirtless, leaving the apartment of his new 24, 25-year-old girl. Have you seen his girlfriend?
Yeah. Former cheerleader.
So, yeah, this video, I think, came out during the season.
Yeah, it did.
Now, did she have a roommate? Because why would Bill want this out?
Why not?
Oh,
A Hall of Famer in my book. If he wasn't already.
I still want to know where her shirt is.
He's looking for it.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't think Joe cares where his shirt is.
Bill?
Oh yeah, Bill. I don't think Bill cares where his shirt is.
I think he does, Bubba. He really seems to be looking for it.
Here's I'm trying to find the story, Lummy, of his girlfriend. Wasn't she a former Patriots cheerleader?
Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't, man. It seems I guess you can't argue with the ring bell footage, but Bill Belichick doesn't strike me as the kind of guy to get caught up with a 24-year-old.
He has pictures with her in planes.
Oh no, he signed her a yearbook or something. Also, I read.
He did.
Yeah,
did he?
Yeah, he signed her. He signed her yearbook.
Or was it her yearbook or his book? There was something.
Hold on, that's not creepy. That's pimp, Lummy.
I don't really know.
He just did it?
Oh, textbook. It was a textbook.
I thought he just signed her yearbook now.
I don't know. I don't care when he signed it.
I don't know what he's got going on.
Why choose a Sleep Number Smart?
This chick is a pimp.
So he split with his old girl last year. They've been together since 2007.
His other girl.
Yeah, Linda Holiday.
Was she like 72, right? She was older.
About 72. She's closer to his age for sure.
Yeah. Well, he's now. There's footage of him. Well, running out of his girlfriend, 25-year-old hot girlfriend's apartment, shirtless, like the pimp that he is.
Man, could you imagine if he was coaching this year and this stuff was like coming out? I mean, do you think anybody in the Boston media would have the beanbag to ask him about it?
I don't think anyone care. I think Bill Belichick gets a pass. I mean, you're not doing anything illegal.
No, he's not. If he's the coach this year, he hasn't gotten a pass since Tom Brady left.
I know, but he's still Bill Belichick. He's still Bill Belichick.
I know, Bubba, but I'm just saying, like, it would be a story. It's a story now, and he's not coaching. I'm saying if he was the coach of the Patriots,
probably more so. Yeah.
Would anybody ask him about it? I'm saying, like, would you be the media person risking
Boston bust? Those people in Boston, they bust balls. They don't care. They don't tiptoe around. They hit you with the best shot.
Oh, it looks like that's even more pimp. He picked her up on a plane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Private plane?
No, he was on commercial.
What?
Yeah, he was flying a commercial plane. He sat next to her. They started talking.
Until they met?
Yeah.
Do women want the financial security that badly?
Yeah,
I get it. I probably would too, but
he's got a great personality, Seth.
Please, he's got the worst. He's got the worst personality.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
We were drunker than Nick Hogan's wife when we put this thing together. BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
Another strong tweet by me.
We could just play this game, Strong Tweets by Seth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Another strong tweet by me. Another strong tweet by me. Look at this shot from Caitlin Clark. Did you see that? Look at this shit.
Whoa. That's why they hate the bitch.
Strong tweet by Sami Seth.
Who's this dude?
7'9". He
7'9".
And he just got.
No, he's 7'7".
No, he's 7'9" now. He was 7'7" at the start of the year.
He's listed as 7'9".
Previous, yeah, 7'9", 290. He's going to Florida.
He looks fairly coordinated for being that. Oh,
I don't know how good he
Jesus.
can dribble though, because he has no highlights of dribbling.
Well, I mean, he's as tall as the fucking basket. I mean, he doesn't even jump the block. This is crazy, man.
This is like a freak of nature. Oh, he goes to IMG?
Yeah, well, he goes he's going to Florida. He committed to Florida.
Oh, okay.
Was he like a 5-star recruit?
Yeah, I think he's from Canada.
Interesting. I wonder if he can shoot.
They don't show him outside.
Well, I mean, if he can't, I mean, maybe he'll be at Florida for a couple of years, but I could see, I would imagine the NBA is going to take a chance on a 7'9" guy.
They said he's still growing. They said he's got another year or two to grow.
Oh, that's scary, man. I'd really want to stop growing at that point.
Yeah. Or just become an 8-footer.
I mean, unless his Johnson route continues to grow too, you know? Then maybe he wants to.
Can you imagine if your wiener was so big that it actually stuck outside your shorts?
Yeah, I think about that a lot.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Let me see that Bianca walking by thing again.
We're gonna start with did we get to her? We haven't got to her yet.
No.
No, I think we talked about playing it. We didn't play it. Let's go to 11.
There's Lummy in the Wild right there.
Rawr.
I don't know where that.
He's up a little bit. Right there.
Okay, yeah. All right, so we'll get this. We'll get it in. We'll get all this stuff in. We'll start here with Lummy in the Wild. Lummy, I'm thinking we can go till 10 every fucking day. I mean, I don't even know who the fuck's.
Before Waller. 820 is obviously Macho with a cup of Joe and a Brady.
What is today? Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Let's keep it fucking going, baby.
I gotta do a food review, Lummy.
Oh yeah, checkers.
That's not till lunchtime. Let's go. Let's get the people what they want.
What will we do? Just say goodbye to the network and come back?
Morning, Bulldogs.
Yeah, forget the network.
And let's just come back.
We'll just fucking, you know.
That way we can get into some of this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well they're gonna probably need a certain amount of time to disconnect us and start a new stream.
Well, I don't know how all that works.
Well, I'll ask Rhett. And if it's too long, then we've lost the spontaneity. Like if it's more than a regular break, 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Hold on, we're gonna figure this out, okay, Seth?
Okay.
Good morning, Bulldog Tommy.
Thank you, Carnivorous. No problem, guys. I'm doing it for the person that called me lazy yesterday. Hey, Blasi, yeah, come in tomorrow. Come in tomorrow at 9. I'll be on the show for the last hour. I'll text you. I think we got overtime.
Let me start out as a good day, then it faltered.
Well, I know, but we're coming back strong. Maybe there might be some, appreciation.
sure you subscribe to Bubba Army HQ. Otherwise, Bubba will have to take action. And there's a lot of power behind those short arms. Welcome back to the Bubba the Love
Pigmentation.
Sicilian Redneck, 25 on the Venmo.
Now, Seth, you recorded the Women of the BRN yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Starring Ashley, Heather Wiz, Maria Guatemala, the Merch Crick.
Yes.
And I think it was pretty insightful. I started getting a little uncomfortable. I had to blow in a few texts.
Yeah, well, I mean,
to settle flat. Like, listen, stop talking.
Yeah,
talking too much.
She gave us a lot of good insight.
The Women of the BRN show is not going to be, hey, just let's talk about Bubba and Erica's life. No.
Okay, no, Bubba, but I hit her. I did ask her about her, you proposing to her. I mean, that's a question that nobody's had an answer to.
Well,
and I'm a real journalist.
Okay, great.
So and then I found out she proposed to you. So, I mean, I really peeled the onion back. So I'll drop that in the next couple days, guys. You're welcome.
Hey, Rat, you there, buddy? Or Mach?
Yeah.
If we were to quickly say goodbye, how fast, if we got a hair up our ass, could we go back on the air as a little after show? Like, because I got a burst of energy. Seth's got a burst of energy. And Lummy, do you have plans, or could you come back in for a little bit, or you got plans?
No, I'd come back in for a little bit.
What were your plans today? After the show?
Is
today an after? Is today no? Today's a nothing.
Yeah.
So if we got a hair up our ass and we wanted to do a little after show, what's the turnaround on turning off the existing feed and then firing up a new feed? What is it? 10 minutes?
Do you want all the video platforms?
Yes.
10 minutes.
No, I okay. Would you, Seth? I'm saying, I don't think we need to necessarily be on Twitch, or no. Yeah. Let's
5 minutes. It won't take that long.
Cool. Let's do it. And the sooner I get out of here, Seth, the sooner we can get back on the air.
Okay.
Because we have to go through our Twitter yet, and there's a bunch of great stuff on our Twitter.
Oh, we got some stuff, and I want to cuss.
Samantha Fox, jet skis, $100 super chat.
Oh, wow. That night, I'll never forget that night. Oh, I think July of 1989. No, 1988. I don't know. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, X, Locals, and Twitch, along with Audibly on Bubba Army HQ. 5 minutes. See you soon.